Welcome, one and all, to the last episode of the Habitat Potluck. I say episode, but it's like last part or whatever. Anyway, how is everyone today?
I'm good.
I'm dandy.
I'm alright as well.
Anywho, they've been doodling a lot since we last checked. I just saw the sus, and it's like, of course,
What's sus? I don't see anything.
it's all sus.
Everything is sus. Everyone is
Like,
sus.
you just zoom out and it's wait a moment. You could just draw a line around it and it's like, it's all sus.
You can smell it.
I should move myself a bit so people can see the actual. There we go. Better. Okay. Anyway, so we've had a lot of fun stuff happen since last time. I got a tooth taken out, and that's why we couldn't do it last Saturday. Because I would have literally been like talking like this, because I would have had gauze in my mouth for like a good 10 hours or so. And I also shouldn't have been talking in general, but I can talk now because my tooth hole is now mostly healed up.
Nice.
This will be the last group. A lot of people had to dip out because of emergencies and other scheduling conflicts, or they just had to in general. It's like they have their own reasons. I'm not going to go into it a whole bunch, but hey. This will be the last group. I am sorry that there weren't any more quests. What I had imagined there was going to be 6, but we had to do 4. But that works, right?
Everything is fine.
Don't expect it to go to plan.
Yeah.
So long as DM doesn't get angry, we're all good.
You'd be like, hey, prep this, and this, and this. Oh.
I do have some monsters on standby, don't worry.
Not doing anything?
No plan survives first in contact with the player.
Yeah. That's basically the DM thing. It's like, I usually ask, it's like, so if you're going to be questing in this area, do you mind if this gets to be rewarded? And it's like, I usually don't go into like huge detail, but it's like, as soon as they hear it, it's like, fuck yeah, I want that reward.
Reward? Money?
It's not always money. I usually give like really cool things. Like, one character I have in mind, they're not watching right now, so it's completely okay to say it. They're going to get something that is very important from their basically mom, who is not exactly their mom, who is a weaver hag. So she's gonna sew them something really amazing.
Ooh.
Motivate players with a carrot on a stick. Nice.
No, not exactly, but kind of. I'm just gonna post it in the DM chat just so you know.
Nice.
Okay.
Go.
There you go. That's what they're gonna get.
Nice.
Hey, oh my god.
It's
Hello?
and it's going to be all like Slavic like style for like the pattern and everything, so they're just going to go crazy for it. Because that's just their
cool as fuck.
that's just what their character
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we begin?
Yes.
You know, I'm suddenly too late.
It is 100% too late. You are in with us for the evening.
Oh.
Anyway.
let's go.
So, the final group for the potluck. There was a couple of squabbles to get to the board afterwards, and the only quest available is titled The Root of All Goodness. Area in Sorrel in the steppes where two groups are fighting over land. And there is supposedly a quote-unquote greater evil going around, and they may need a little help to solve it. However, the reward is stated as helping either one to get root vegetables and fruit, like peaches, strawberries, you name it. And you grab the parchment off the board, and if you'd like to introduce yourselves, who would like to go first?
Everybody go at once.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, we could just go in order, like Ren, Danny, look here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I am playing Radio Woodstock, a female half or no, not half elf. I am a wood elf, a female wood elf. Kind of short by elven standards. I dress in a simple wool coat with a green cloak and hood and have a longbow on my back and just kind of have a tendency to melt into shadows and disappear.
And they're
Tends
not the
to
rogue.
disappear.
They're not the rogue apparently though.
I have a little bit of rogue.
Well,
I'm
the
the
soul
on
rogue.
the other side.
We are literally the same character.
Yeah, it's just like literally the same character. There's just two of them.
Even look-wise, but one is a woman, one is...
Alright, headcanon. I'm changing my last name to whatever his last name is. His little sister.
Lambert Jr.
Just grab the dagger, quick little surgery for making them into a girl. Anyway,
Oh my god.
so Wood Elf Ranger, Danny, your turn.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Danny, and I'm playing as a 1,000-plus-year-old vampire who was a vampire named Danny Van Helsing. Also my Vtuber. But we don't talk about that. I'm a shadow sorcerer, and I wear gothic Royal Victorian clothes. I stick out like a sore thumb because of my choice of clothing. I'm very stoic and I seem evil, rude, scary, and a bit stuck up from a glance. I have a mustache with a goatee and a set of round and red glasses, which I wear from time to time to, of course, hide my red eyes. Long, almost claw-like black nails, because we need some himbo action. Tattoo with an upside-down Christian cross with the name Draco written on the horizontal lines of it. And I have very big, dark eye bags, because I don't fucking sleep. Help.
I
Is
was
it obvious that he's a vampire, or do we just think he's really goth?
the thing is like I was like really waiting for it's like a really big honkers or something because it's like I was just like okay, suddenly Danny's like his girlfriend, his girl self.
Oh yeah, and I have a dump truck.
It's like you just flex and the world shakes. Like, wait, Danny, have you seen
my coffee?
Danny? Have you seen Megamind?
Yeah.
Like, remember when he just comes in and he flexes like his calves like grow like 2 like that, and it's just crazy. Like I'm just imagining that, but it's just your butt and it just goes.
I actually fucking spilled my coffee.
I have.
Cast Earth Tremor just by sitting down.
I was gonna really hope it's like you better have Thunderclap or Earth Tremor. Anywho, last one for now for the characters.
Robert?
Yep. So, I'm a wood elf rogue. I'm pretty young for an elf, of course. And I have white hair and silver eyes. I lived my whole life in the woods, working as an assassin for my army. And that's kinda it.
It's okay. Like if
Me wood.
the wood elf.
I like wood.
Wood good.
Tasty.
Anyway. After grabbing the quest off the board, I swear if I see another Among Us, I'm just going to delete it. Okay, for it. Anyway, after grabbing the quest, the door shifts yet again after everyone starts putting away the stuff from the previous one. They got chicken and eggs from that one. And it opens up into a very, like, rigid, grassy steppe land. Like, it's sort of like Mongolia and stuff like that. And you can smell a lot of, like, crispness in the air, beautiful mountain ranges here and there on the sides. Do you go in?
Yes.
Yes.
So, with a flash, you find yourselves on the steppe. Small patches of tufted grass here and there, patches of forage and foliage with wild grain, 2 armies charging towards you on opposite ends, normal steppe stuff.
Can I roll to hide?
You want to roll the stealth immediately?
Their army's charging at me. They're focused on each other. I want to disappear.
Okay, roll stealth just for fun if you want. 16, okay. Is anyone else gonna do anything? Because you got, like, 2 armies, like, one primarily, like, on horseback, the other one's, like, more foot soldiers and such.
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
When I look at
Yes.
each army, I'm interested in what race are they, like each army.
Well, which one do you want to do? Like, the more cavalry one to get a better look at, or the one that's more foot soldiers?
The cavalry.
Okay, so you see the cavalry people, like, they are very, very, very armed in, like, padded armor and stuff, like, more of very much akin to being at home here in the steppe. And you see, like, primarily just a single horns, like, 2 people have a couple of horns, but they seem like a very, like, normal skin tone, and very dark black hair for some of them. And they are wearing a lot of, like, green and orange instead, while the other one is more, you just took a quick glance at them, they seem to be more of, like, using closer melee range weapons instead of, like, lances and arrows.
Okay.
Do they seem like they're gonna, like, clash, like, fight with each other?
Very much so. They are charging.
Are we in the middle?
You are directly in the middle.
Just entering.
Oh, directly in the middle. Well, there goes my hiding.
You are directly in the middle. Like, you found, like, a good patch of grass to, like, kind of bury yourself into. Like, it's very much like, think of, like, a wheat field, but it's, like, more of varied grasses and grain.
Okay.
And you just kind of, like, dive in. It's like you just kind of hunker down a little bit, like, getting some of it on top of you.
Does it look like if I stay here, I'm gonna get trampled by horses?
Probably.
We should move. We should move. Just turn to the other 2. We should move.
Is there anything you want to do, Danny?
It's fine. We just move. Yeah.
Okay.
Try to move.
So,
So I bolt full dash.
okay, I'm going to get the musical good. Let me just... Sorry. Discord is being very slow, same with the general internet. So... Oh,
Oh my.
sorry, bot is loud. I should have...
I thought you were gonna put the music on Roll20.
No, I use it in Discord, I'm sorry. You can right click...
I just need to turn that down. Much better. Okay.
I'm sorry, I should have warned you all! Like, we had to do that every single time! Anyway, are you all good? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we're
Ears are ringing a little bit, but it's fine.
Okay.
+0.
Next time I do that, I'm just gonna grab the cloaker noise.
That's
Eddie.
just rude.
Anyway, so you immediately start dashing, and the group stops for a moment, and they all just, like, look at you all just, like, running away. They are not charging anymore. Like, they are very good at stopping. And they just get a good look at you. The other group that seem to have more melee weapons look like vultures. Like, they have, like, big wings for arms and legs for their, like, talons and stuff. And they're, like, holding, like, kind of crudely made axes and swords. But you do notice all of the groups have, like, some sort of cloth over them. Over their weapons.
Cloth.
Yeah, they've got...
They okay.
Like oilskin to keep water off, or just like regular cloth strips to hide it or something?
Basically think like if you just tied a bolt of cloth around a spear or something, kind of look like giant matchstick for some of them. Well, it's like the one with swords, they just are like cloth over them, like completely covered. There's no blade or anything shown.
Is there a roll I need to make to deduce that this might be a training exercise?
I'm just gonna, like, if you want, they are still like, think of like if you were to cross the street, like that amount of space, like you're in the middle of the road, but there's 2 sidewalks. You had that amount of space between you and the groups.
Oh my god.
Like they stopped like before they were about to trample you.
Hi. Just wave.
Hold your horses, okay? Hold your horses.
Are you actually saying
What's
that?
going on here? Yeah, what's going on here?
I roll my eyes.
So, a couple of the units on both sides, they like take their weapons and they just like jam them into the ground and they like start approaching you. And then they're all going to run at you like you're going to be tackled. I want you all to either roll, was it a dex check or a strength check? Like, do you want to try to dodge or do you want to try to be like grapple away from them or like toss them away?
A check or a saving throw?
Saving throw. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
26.
Oh,
If you can you say the rolls? Just like some people like to listen instead of watch.
9 strength save.
14.
Okay.
Dexterity save.
So, Radiel, you just nimbly dodge away from what looked like a sort of like vulture lady, like just jive bombing at you. Well, look here, you are just barely able to move out of the way from one of the horned people just kind of moving at you. Danny, on the other hand, you have one of them kind of start dragging you to the sidelines for one of the horned people. Like, they get a good grab hold of you. Like, they're a good, like, 3 inches taller than you, too.
Jesus.
I draw my bow and point it at the people holding Lokir and command them to stop.
I mean, Danny.
Danny.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
One of them comes up to you and it's like, oh, wait. No actual weapons here, please.
This isn't a war?
It is, but we don't do it like other continents.
Okay, so you're not gonna drag him away and torture him to death or something?
Why would we do that? Like, are you even a part of this? Like, are you on their side and so, like, a couple of people, like, shrug on the other one?
This is just bad teleportation. No idea what's happening, and just can you let him go and we'll leave? Where are we?
You're on Konopo Step in Sorrel. Do you want to just come to our side? The horned people are just kind of like moving over, like forming a small path, and some of the vulture-looking people are like, "Hey, no, we want them on our side." It's like, I don't think they want on either side. It's like,
Wait, okay, question. Are you asking us which prisoner of war camp we want to be detained in, or asking us to join a team?
do you want to be a part of this? It's like, they're all just kind of looking at each other. It's like, we have spares of weapons if you want. This is just like, okay, ceasefire, hold on a moment. Like, you see them, like, do timeout things. Like,
Oh my god.
one member from each army, like, you can count, like, give or so, like, 100 to 200 people on each side. It's like, okay, so we just settle disputes on the steppe by usually having it so that, 1, we can fight longer, and 2, we don't hurt each other. These things, they just kind of, like, stun each other. Watch this. He, like, kind of lightly taps the other person. It's like, and you see, like, a little fizzle of, like, bluish red magic, and they, like, their arm kind of, like, stops for a bit before, like, coming back up. It's like, see, perfectly fine. We do this so we don't kill each other, and so we can actually settle disputes without talking constantly, because, you know, those can last for hours and days. This can just be, like, a one afternoon thing.
On the one hand, it's efficient, but on the other hand, what?
We were like that at first, but it's like, it's really effective. Anyway,
Okay, so we can go then, or do we have to go to one of your camps?
why are you here, if we can ask that?
Add teleportation.
Hold on a moment, sorry.
Just turn to Lokir. So how much trouble are we in if we come back without the vampire?
Do I hear that?
Okay. Sorry about that.
Talking about you, fiend.
Sorry about that. I just literally had to answer the door because some people don't understand. Hey, wait a moment, I'm busy. Anyway.
No, you're good.
What'd you say last? Or
It's more of a joke than anything. Just turn to Lokir and kind of whisper, how much trouble are we in if we come back without the vampire?
I mean, you literally are trying to get food for everyone, and that does mean everyone.
I'm just trying to shake his grasp off and how dare you hold me? Do you understand what position you're in? Do you know who I am? Have had me at once.
They just shake their head and they just like toss your arm aside.
Jesus, such brutes. Oh, my poor glove.
Anyway, just where are you from? Because it looks like one of you is from Kalyak and the other one might be from Ulial's Basin.
We're from demi-plane, or not a dem. How do I describe it? I have a -2 in Arcana. I don't know if Radio actually is like competent at explaining how it
I mean,
works.
if you want, you can roll for it. I'm really curious how
Okay,
that'd go.
sure.
Not bad!
That.
-2. The Habitat is basically like its own plane of existence. Like, you don't know how to classify it exactly, but it's like, you just know that some people have probably heard of it.
I come from one of the neutral planes of existence. We're just here for groceries.
Oh, that's actually what we're fighting over.
Oh?
What?
A bit of farmland, a little bit down the mountain. Orchard and good field for everything. We usually got some trade goods from the southern part of Saral, which is, sounds like you're not from here. It's like a trade area, big near the ocean, ships, everything. A few of our elders went down like a couple decades ago, and they got goods, and we've had a feud every so often. This is just to see who gets the harvest this year.
Oh. So I guess we'll just camp here, and whoever the victor is will buy from you?
Or they kind of look at each other. It's like, do you want to be mercenaries? We've had some other issues too. It's like a couple of our munitions and stuff, like the actual boxes and the crates, were coming alive for a few times, and it's like, if you want to deal with that while we're trying to play, I guess, since you might see it as a game, that would be good. Like, if you want something to do, because I don't think you want to just sit around all day.
I mean, I don't think we're against a little extra coin in our pockets.
Yeah, it's like, and we'll pay you with, obvious, like, if you want some of the harvest, like you said, you were here for groceries.
That works too, I suppose.
Interesting proposition.
I'd be down. Beats just camping out all day.
How good is the pay though?
How much do you need?
How much do we need?
Enough to feed everybody.
Well, given you, by your estimations, like at least 50 people or so.
Okay, so a lot.
Yeah. Okay,
Not
well,
enough for a village?
okay, that's doable. Yeah, this is like enough for like a good city, so that's
Okay,
doable.
Okay. It's a lot of farmland.
Yeah. That's why we're, and like kind of shakes the weapon around. We'll give you some fresh things just in case. It's like, if you ever do encounter like some of the actual players and they might think you're quote unquote mercenaries, like, the vultures like to hire kobolds sometimes that are bored. If you ever want to, it's like, we'll give you some spares just to use for the time being, but if you find anything that doesn't belong around here, or someone that's picking a fight, like an actual fight, then please do use normal weapons if you need to. Like, these can stun still, but...
That's good, because I don't have any blunt-tipped arrows, just the piercing kind.
Oh, we can give you
I
some of
don't
those.
I don't think my spells have a soft point.
I mean, if you shoot near the players, they get the gist of it. Like,
Yeah,
we've got a
who's
few
putting
people...
that?
We do have some people who can heal on standby if they need to.
Good. You'll need more.
See. So, are you going to go with the horned people or the vulture-looking fellows?
Who tackled me?
The horned ones.
I'll go with the horned ones then.
I'll go with the vultures.
Are you sure you want to split?
They were able to take
Okay.
down Danny. That means they're more competent.
Fair enough. Go with the Minotaur looking ass guys.
Oh no, these Just for fun, roll a history check.
Oh, okay. History.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm smart.
Smart. Smart vampire.
I mean, I'm old enough, so.
Is anyone
Might
else
as
going
well
to,
know.
or is it just going to be Danny?
No, again, -2. I don't expect to keep getting good rolls.
Look here, you want to roll or no?
For history, right?
Yeah.
I could.
Okay. Okay. So, you've read a couple books around the habitat, and in some guides to New Nouvelle for the planet you're on, the plane, these are known as lesser Oni. These are like sort of descendants of normal Oni, kind of like tieflings to a degree.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
they're not like the usual red-blue giants that you see around. They're less aggressive and more civilized, basically. And a lot of them are pastoral. They like to be nomadic and move around.
Hmm.
And the fact that one of them is talking to you in common is kind of a interesting thing because they usually are strictly in their own language or the main tongue of Saral. Anyway.
I mean, I had a spell for that either way, so.
Okay. So I'm Captain Ori. It's nice to meet you. They're one of the actual like foot soldiers. They have a bow with a couple of blunt-tipped arrows, and they're kind of like everyone's like moving aside. It's like, okay, when we're all cleared up again, do the thing when you're all good. And they're taking you back to the camp. And after a bit, you hear some people fighting, and the usual sort of like thing. Except there's no like clashing of swords. It's just sounds like a pillow fight from what it is, pretty much. And Oriel is kind of like decently armored and stuff. Like they're one of the ones that actually has like wood lacquer armor instead of just padded armor. And they're taking you back to their camp to the nice tent. It's like, okay. And a few of them give you like a side eye, just like kind of like looking at you before going about their business. And they bring you to the main tent, and it's like, okay. So, like we said, we've had some interesting things to happen about. And some things coming alive. It's like they point to what looks to be like a completely just drenched cardboard box. We've had some oddities. We've seen them around. They're dressed up in red. No one's dressed in red here other than like one person, but that's just because they're clown symbol. But we're talking like all red, and they seem to be frilly, which is weird for the battlefield.
Do you suspect sabotage or just some nefarious purpose?
We don't suspect sabotage, but we do think that they're at least messing with us.
Do you want them alive for questioning or just taken care of?
We are trying to leave any and all casualties to a minimum if possible. Like, we've had a couple years where some people had, like, an earthquake and part of the step collapsed. You can kind of see it from outside. Like, they roll up part of the tent and they just show a cliff that looks a little less jagged than it should. We had to change some rules around, but other than that, we've had some oddities in some of our groups here and there. Like, they both reported the same things, or some worse, like they've said some supplies were missing for rations, and just some oddities, like complete weapons were missing, and it's like, they're only bound in cloth until we take off the strings, and it's like, it has to be the one who made them be taking off the cloth. They can't do that normally.
Just some rodents that need to be exterminated. I guess I'm gonna take care of that.
Either way, may I have your names, by the way?
Van Helsing. Pleasure to
Lambert.
meet you.
Oh,
Are you okay with the door?
oh.
They had to step out for a moment. Okay.
Sorry about that. My Discord had an issue. I'm back.
Okay.
It was my door, sorry.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's fine, it's fine.
Anyway, so Van Helsing, and you two are?
Radiel.
Radiel? Okay.
And Lambert.
Lambert. It's nice to meet you. If you'd like, you can kind of like get a just around the camp, or just kind of like sit outside. Don't mind us. No one is going to come here. It's basically. Have you ever seen flags hung up in fortresses?
Mm-hmm.
Multiple
It's
times.
it's very much just whomever plants their flag firmly in the ground of the camp wins, and it doesn't need to be completely into camp like we are now. It just needs to be in camp. So if we do lose, that'll be all you see. Okay?
So we should just wait here for something weird to happen and track it down from there?
Uh, potentially. For now, I'm going to head out. If you two have anything, holler. Others will be around and handling some things.
Could I get some of those stunning arrows, since you don't want them
Okay.
necessarily dead?
Yes. If you go down to next door, well, next tent, they'll give you some weaponry of your choice.
All right.
Well, good luck playing King of the Hill or whatever you guys are
This is
doing.
clearly capture the flag.
Oh, you have a point.
I mean, they are planting the flag. They're
Reverse
not capturing it.
Hmm.
We just call
It's
it
a
war
combination.
games, so.
War games. That's interesting.
Anyway, I'll be
Would like
off.
to watch from afar.
And Captain Orville of the Lesser Oni army is off. For now, you are... Oh, what the heck happened to the map? For a moment.
Is it like this? Oril?
Yeah, Oril.
Okay.
I don't know if that was anything in language, I just picked gibberish. So... Anywho.
It's D&D, that's how names work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, I named one of the vulture harpies, like, of the other thing from another campaign, Visk. That's all I did.
Mr. Alcalazaham.
I'm gonna go pick up some arrows then. Adding a third quiver to my pack.
Okay.
Do I see anything of value? Anything like an interesting weapon or some sort of armor?
You just see, like, a couple cots in this one, but it seems to be mostly for planning. Like, there's a table, there's a map, there's a couple of just, like, simple cartography tools, and a couple of, like, empty mugs, like... Oh, geez, sorry about that. Just some, like, wooden mugs about here and there. There's nothing to drink or anything, but... I am not having a good time. Sorry, I have a little bit of a stomach problem. Because anxiety, but hey, who cares?
It's okay.
You good.
Not much of interest in here.
Is there anybody else in the room with us?
Not currently.
Alright, so I think we should either start a patrol around the camp, or we should set traps where we think the person might strike next.
How many arrows are we allowed to take? Like the stun arrows.
I took one quiver, because I just assumed that would be a standard amount to...
It's basically how
Now-
many you have on you right now. And
Okay.
just for the sake of it, it does the same damage as like any other bow and arrow that you have. It just would be completely subdue damage, basically. And they can't like resist it or whatever.
Nice.
Are we like in a tent or something?
Yeah, right now. If you want, does anyone need any other weapons like covered or whatever? Because there's like, there's stuff available in the other tent, like he said.
Nope, I'm good.
I would like to take a look outside, just peek my head out of the tent to see if anybody else is not attending the fight and is doing something else.
Like, there's some people who are like clearly cooking or whatever. You see a couple people like just tending to pots over the things. Like, there's a couple that are tending to horses and some other stuff. Some people are putting like sort of horse armor on them, but they're padded. Like, I really wish I could use references from games that I played, but you haven't played Age of Empires, I assume. Oh.
I did.
I haven't.
Have you seen the Step Lancer unit in the newest version?
Oh, in the last game, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, a lot of people have not played Definitive, but anywho. Yeah, there's just people doing, like, normal old war camp stuff. Some people are making sure fences
So-
are okay, some people are just pitching tents or moving things around, just the usual.
So I
So
shouldn't
nothing
put a hunting.
suspicious.
So I
Sorry,
shouldn't
go ahead.
put. So I'm just double check. So it would be a bad idea to put a hunting trap in one of the pathways.
That's up to you. You
I'm gonna figure that's probably a bad idea if there's a.
okay?
So nothing suspicious going around at the moment.
Nothing at a general glance right now.
And are there any unusual marks on the ground where we are right now, like in the tent?
You can see it seems like someone took a scythe to the ground just to get all the grass out and just put down chairs and everything, and there's like a couple spots where the grass is flattened a bit more for them, but not much else.
Hmm.
So we are looking for people dressed in red. Did I understand that right?
Red and frilly, he said.
Well, we're not gonna find anything in here. We should either get a vantage point or just start moving around the field. I think.
Any defense tower nearby?
There's
Watchtower?
there's kind of like palisades and some such, but there's not really designated watchtowers. Like there's a couple like elevated platforms around, but there's not much else. Like hastily put together.
Better than nothing. I'm gonna go up one of those.
Okay. In the distance, you can see them fighting from where you came. You can also see that the camps are like fairly close together. So, like they were saying this could be done in an afternoon or a day at most, pretty much from your estimates. And you see a couple of troops just kind of moseying along from the other side and just from over here. It's not intense, but whomever is like stunned, basically, they're just dragged off onto the sidelines in a designated area. Pretty.
Mhm.
To get their juice boxes and snacks, basically. If you do notice, like, to the left of you, there's a very, very sheer drop off a cliff. But to the right, you can kind of get a quick glance of some people, like, sneaking through the grass a little bit on the side.
Okay. Do I need a perception check to see anything, or is that just what I see from the top of the tower?
You just see that from the top of the tower. I'm trying to do fewer rolls, basically.
Oh, okay.
Since you're getting, like, a survey of the land, basically.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna point out to everybody else the direction of the people sneaking.
Yeah, and they are very clearly coming towards you.
Alright. Actually, I'm gonna stay at the top of the tower and just point out to the others, and then I'm gonna draw my bow.
Okay.
Are they within 600 feet?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like, you
Yeah,
guess...
I'm just gonna stay here.
You guess at most is like a kilometer away between each camp.
Okay.
What's the highest point in the camp? Like, highest location?
Where Radial is right now, there's 2 platforms near the entrance, and it's a good 2 meters off the ground, pretty much, from that, with a bit of palisade. You can tell that the palisade's been used before because there's not much wood around the step, but hey.
So there's no other, like, trees that are taller? Or
No,
anything
it's
else?
it's very much open grassland on cliffs and everything.
Hmm.
So they are basically sneaking in an open field.
Yeah,
Can
like,
I...
think kind of like hunched down in very tall grass that goes up to a normal person's chest, but then you're just kind of like ducking in, but you can see the grass moving still. From the side, it wouldn't look like much, but from above, you can definitely see them.
Can I try and flank them? Like, go around them and basically meet them in the middle, but not like literally meet them. Just
You're
try to get
gonna
on their
try to get down there, or what?
like on the basically parallel with them, but I want to flank them.
Okay.
He wants
And
to
it's
circle around to hit them from the side.
Okay.
Yeah, like if they're coming this way, I want to go like this until I meet the middle point
Okay.
right here.
Roll me a stealth check as you're going to do that.
At the same time, I'm gonna climb the other, like, small watchtower.
Okay.
Just to say.
It's pretty much just a scaffold. Anyway. 14.
Yeah.
Let's see what... Oh. That's balanced. Thing is, I usually go the attacker rolls and they win, so you see as you're kind of scooching through the grass, like you see kind of like a couple bugs like fly off here and there, a couple of like rabbits and other small rodents just going through, and you do meet them. One person kind of like looks up a little bit from the grass, like kind of peeks out a bit, but then they just duck back down. You can count around 3 people, and they are definitely not the Lesseroni that you were with. They're the vultures, basically.
Since we're on the side of the Onis, we would need to fight them, right?
Yes, if you want, that is.
I'll fire a warning shot in front of them.
Fire a warning shot. Okay. Are you trying to miss them on purpose, or are you trying to hit them?
I wanted to impact right in front of their feet to make a statement that I could shoot them if I wanted to.
Roll to attack, because if it goes poorly, you might hit them.
I also wanted to.
In that case, can I make sure that I'm using a stun arrow when I do this, just in case?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
I
can actually
also wanted
take.
to.
The 14 to hit.
Okay. Danny, you were saying?
I also wanted to stand up and basically say, "Stand up and state your names. I do not take kindly to invaders, and there might be stray shots while I take down my glasses."
Do you know how
Basically.
badly I wish that was like a nat 1 or something so Danny would have got shot?
Oh my god.
There might be stray shots, you just get beaten in the head. But yeah, no,
God fucking damn it.
the shot does land right near them. You kind of see it just go through the grass and kind of like stop partway through because like it's really, really thick grass. And it's like a couple of them, they all move up. However, they're not stating their names. They're aiming their weapons at you, Danny.
I wanted to roll intimidation. Was that not a...
Oh yeah,
possibility?
sorry about that. You can roll intimidation. Sorry. Like they're starting to do that. Oh
25.
fuck.
Oh my god.
They start to aim their weapons at you, but then they kind of just cower a little bit. And you see them, instead of running, they quickly drop their weapons and start flying away. These are harpies.
Harpies.
Are they dressed in red?
No, they're not dressed in red. There's only 3 of them, and they are definitely just going back to camp. And, like, off in the distance, you can hear a very loud person yelling as they're in the field, "Hey, we said no flying!"
Wise decision. So you said they dropped their weapons.
Yeah, they're just the normal, like, cloth-covered weapons. You see, like, 3 spears, pretty much.
God damn it.
Were you trying to, like, see if they were, like, normal weapons?
Yeah.
I'll play.
Can I see anything around me? Like, still moving?
Not currently, not a general glance.
Okay.
You can see, like, a couple of people, like, the Lesseroni are, like, starting to kind of, like, move forward slightly from where they were last, and there's a couple people on the sidelines just kind of, like, tending to their stuff.
Okay, then I take the weapons and I slowly move back to camp.
Okay. Just as a fun little thing, I need Radial and Lambert to do a perception check real quick.
Oh shit.
Only 14.
So you hear like a whoosh of flame, and then what sounds like someone knocking on wood real quick from the center of the gate area. Like between you two.
Okay, I look down.
I dodge.
Yeah, there's like a little like tiny puff of flame just like going upwards, but you just like kind of move away before it can like singe anything. And down below you see what is basically a black cat, like a very, very small, slender black cat. And someone with deep white hair and like partially blued skin, kind of like they're undead. And they are dressed in the frilliest, deep red dress you could ever find. Like, think freaking idol magical girl sort of like dress.
I immediately open fire with a stun arrow.
You immediately open fire.
Yep,
Roll to hit.
Same.
that's what I'm looking for.
Roll to hit, you two.
Uh,
Uh,
okay, bonus action before I do that, I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Ooh.
poggers.
And then I fire. Nice.
How close are we to him?
I'm getting bad rolls today.
So good.
Yeah. How close are you?
Yeah.
You're in range. Yeah, there's no problem. You're in range.
No.
Oh,
I wanna know if I have to run away.
no, you don't have to run away. You don't have to.
Pog?
Oh yeah, anyway, you two kind of just opened fire, and they raise up a very peculiar staff that looks like covered in just jewels and like weird black iron everywhere. And it has like a little heart for the center of it, and they just raise it up, and one of the arrows bounces off of it, but they get hit by the other one, and then the cat speaks, going, you can never ever do this. Like, I am trying Mittens, I'm trying Mittens. And the cat just kind of like spins around her, and instead of being stunned, the arrow just like flops off. And she is currently walking into, ignoring you two.
I hear the shot?
As you're coming back, you will be like, give or take 100 feet out of range, pretty much. And
Fair enough.
you do kind of see it, but you do see mostly that they're red in a field of green and orange and brown, so...
Then I try to hurry,
Okay.
rather than just slowly walk towards the camp.
Okay, so
Keep
you're
firing until it works.
just rushing
I have
back.
a question.
Yes.
We drop the weapons as well.
Do you like allow the aiming action in your games?
I mean, preparing or like holding.
The aiming action, you use all your movement, so you have advantage on your bow shot.
I
But
usually use that for
You
the
actually
range.
can move that around.
He is a rogue though, so he could potentially have the steady shot that I have.
I think that's
Because
only
that's a
like a
rogue
ranger
ability.
thing.
No, it's actually a rogue ability.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
used to
actually
it being
rogue
like.
ed.
Here, hold on.
It's
Not
from
even.
Tasha's. It's a rogue ability that lets you use your movement speed in order to get advantage on the next shot.
You're full rogue, right? Just to double check because I know you're a scout rogue or something. Yep, steady aim is there. Okay, I'm just forgetting. Sorry.
Okay.
I am the forgetful DM. I don't know everything.
All good. Actually, that's a really good idea. I would like to also use steady aim to keep firing.
To
Yeah,
keep.
same, but this time I aim for the cat.
You're aiming for the cat.
Yeah, with the stun arrow.
Are you sure about that? Okay.
It's a
That's DM for you're either about to make a really bad decision or
the smartest.
So you're aiming and firing at the cat.
I'm firing at the red person.
Okay, you're firing at the red
Yes.
person.
I'm aiming and shooting the cat.
Mm-hmm.
I want you two to roll to attack again just to see something fun.
Okay, roll with advantage because of steady aim. 25. Oh my god, he crit. Oh, wait, that's a.
26.
That's a.
So, so,
I
Do
die.
we roll for damage or no?
you can. We're going to see what happens to Lambert real quick because you know what you just shot?
A cat.
A cat.
Okay! I want to see what happens.
I swear to God, if the cat deflects the arrow in me or some shit.
Not deflects. You see
Eats.
it shoot the cat. The cat looks up towards you. And immediately you see the eyes like sort of glow a bright green. You're gonna need to roll me a con save real quick.
Oh my god. Is she a god?
Oh no. Fun fact, this is a magical girl warlock, so that's her patron.
Oh, good.
You literally just shot Cube from Madoka, just so you know.
I don't know who is that.
Oh, fucking kill it.
Yeah, think like the typical magical girl mascot that's like super duper strong, but it's like you really shouldn't do anything to
You
them.
should shot the thing
So
that makes
it's
magical girls.
like a demigod?
More like a lesser god.
Kind of. So the girl gets hit for a little bit, and she like kind of shakes her arm, just like grumpily, and just like is holding her staff with one hand. Like you got her on the arm, good.
Damage, my bad.
But she's still like going through, and she goes to the main tent. The cat just looks up at good old Lambert, and poor Lambert. You feel a headache coming on that's slowly progressing to a suddenly migraine. And you currently fall off the tower as you stumble. And that's a good old-fashioned 6 points of damage as you fall off the thing. And you are you're currently prone and a little bit writhing in pain.
That was 21 damage total for me against the warlock.
Wait,
As
what
I
was...
get on the ground, I say, "Kill the cat!"
Fucking cat.
Because that's 6 from the longbow, 3 from favored foe, because ranger.
Wait, what's your favorite foe?
Mark. Favorite foe. When you hit a here, I'll put it.
No, what is your favorite foe? I thought you had only like one thing.
Favorite foe is when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark it as a favorite foe for the next minute.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like favorite
it's a
trainer or like
feature.
favorite creature. Okay.
Yeah, no. Favorite foe is a class feature, and it stacks with Hunter's Mark, which gives me another 6, and then sneak attack because I had advantage. Another 6. I rolled really well.
Yeah, you did.
I rolled actually almost max damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It's like, wait a moment, stop.
I'm sorry. Snipers, they hit sometimes, and when they do, it's really hard.
It's basically the leper from Darkest Dungeon, except with a bow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
the cat actually took the damage I did, right? Or
Partly.
did it deflect it or something?
Partly. Oh yeah, the girl, she just moves on in, and you kind of like see a dark blue candle around her waist and like a sort of lantern ordeal. And she just goes in. Anyway, so yeah, she's in the main tent. The cat's just kind of like looking at Lambert just on the ground and just goes in with her.
Am I,
Yeah, you're back by now.
Okay, can I... I'll be like, oh, a little kitten. And I kneel down and pet it.
Oh my god.
You're going to pet the cat?
Yeah, I'm going to pet the cat.
It hisses at you before you do it.
Oh, cats do this. Impudent little fuckers.
Says the one from our homeland.
Nice cough. Nice. Who are you? As I look at the... Is it a girl or
You don't... You don't know. It seems to be like fairly androgynous for a cat, obviously. It's just
not the cat.
You were talking to the cat, like...
No,
The cat was talking.
Oh.
The cat was talking to you.
You can talk as well.
Obviously.
Do I know? Obviously, she says. You're a pain, you know that.
I've been told, and I hate them.
I bet. What are you doing here? And who are you exactly?
We are going to stop the fighting and have justice. But you don't need to know me. All you need to know...
Yes, I do.
All you need to know is that we're going to be here for a short time and finish things off.
What is justice for you?
Oh, we're not going to have any wars anymore. No more.
By killing it.
Who knows?
Everybody?
Oh, not everybody.
Not everybody.
That's ominous. Can I hear this, by the way, or is it too far?
You know,
You
not
would have to
killing
climb down.
everybody can
Move
be
over.
Okay.
quite problematic. I've learned from my past. But also killing everybody can be problematic as well, so I'm quite baffled.
We know the golden ratio.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Is there... No, go. Go on.
anyway, I'm just waiting for Scarlet in there to get her things, and then we'll be on our way. You don't have to worry about us. This isn't your fight.
Are you gonna leave the food behind, or like some of it? Because we need to feed 50 people. As long as you do that, I'm fine.
We're not in it for food, we just want to stop the war, of course.
Oh, then... Do your thing, honey.
Don't call me honey, my sister's annoying, and the cat just goes into the tent.
I just shout down. So do I shoot her again or not?
You better not unless you want to fucking die.
I don't know. I got a really good shot off last time.
I mean, do what you will. She's kind of a pain, as I said. As I whisper, basically, with my hand, like, over my mouth.
You're trying to stop the cat from hearing it. There's a tent in the way, I'll allow it.
I guess I'll climb down and check on Lambert then, see if he's okay.
Like, the headache is starting to subside a bit now that the cat's gone, but it still feels like a dull, ringing pain.
Can I check what they stole, or if I see something missing?
They're still in the tent currently, so,
Oh.
like, give or take a couple minutes, you think, and they're probably done.
I'm just, basically, casually tagging along, observing. It's like, don't mind me. I was just watching.
So, it seems
I'm
like
quite intrigued by your motives.
they're just
As
looking
I
at the...
twirl my mustache.
twirling the mustache, jeez. It's like we have the actual evil villain here instead of, like, this 2-bit evil villain. So, they're more interested in the map currently, and they're just kind of looking at it real quick, and, like, the cat just touches the girl's arm, and from what you can tell, her name is Scarlet, the cat said, and she just, like, shakes it off real quick, and it's back to normal. She's just holding her staff, and it's very much the frou-frou sissy heart staff, basically.
So you're not you guys that brought mimics and whatnot on this land, are you?
They're ignoring you right now.
Fuck, do I have... Is there any water around?
There is not much. There's, like, a couple of empty-ish mugs, but it's like, there's not much in any of them.
I spill it on the cat.
The cat looks up at you.
Listen.
The cat looks up at you, and you do.
Here.
And, like, most of it gets on the map, but, like, a good bit gets on to pause. You just ruined a perfectly good map, you know.
Yeah, I know, but whose fault is that?
We are trying to be done, and we shall be soon. Chew.
I should be saying that you're a fucking cat.
Not just
Well,
a cat.
Yes, just a cat.
Not just a cat.
Okay. Get off your high horse.
Pretty sure those horses are out there.
For all I know, you might be the horse, so shut it.
Look, those things are disgusting abominations in nature. Have you seen their bones? Their fingers are most of their legs.
You do have a fair point. I would rather have you as a pet than a horse. Even though I can't ride you, which is inconvenient.
Someday.
Unless...
A cat will do as well. Danny, the cat will do just fine picture.
do I know the cat? Like, either know her personally or know of her?
You don't. From like every extensive purposes, you do not know this cat.
Okay. Fair enough. What's the map of?
It's just of the area and like a couple of points where like it pretty much just has here's this tent, here's this tent, here's this tent, here's the main camp, here's the main camp. This is the boundary for the game, whatever.
Oh. I continue observing. I'm just.
So the girl is just staring at the map and just goes, and done. Okay, let's go, Mittens. It's like, okay. So we're going to go for them? Yep, we're going for them. And she looks up at you and then just leaves. Like, just lifts up part of the tent and just goes. And with... Yes?
I poke my head out to see where they're heading, exactly.
You see with a puff of flame, they're just gone.
Don't fucking get.
No one likes magical girls.
I believe Hunter's Mark lets me track up to a certain range. Give me one sec. Where is it?
90 feet. They left the range.
Huh?
No, that's the range for casting it. You have advantage on check to find it if there's no range on it? Huh. I guess I just have advantage on trying to track it.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it did something different. Never mind.
So, once that puff of flame is gone, you suddenly hear like the rumbling of some things, and from the other camp for I need to remember names more. Radial, that's it, Radial. Okay. Since you're still on the thing, right? You're still on the little like scaffolding.
No, I climbed down to check on Lambert since he collapsed and fell.
Yeah, he's still like kind of like on the ground. Like he still needs to pick himself up, but the headache's like mostly gone by now.
Okay.
Okay, are you okay?
Yep.
Okay. I assume you're just gonna do the usual, just get up and kind of just like do whatever.
Yep, basically.
Okay, sorry about that.
The cat is not there anymore. So.
Cat is gone. The cat is gone. The mice can play. Anyway, so you start hearing some sort of rumbling from the area, and you kind of see like the sky like start turning a sort of sunset orange. It was like midday, but suddenly it's becoming like deep orange evening sunset time. And it's mostly coming from the other side of the play area from what Danny investigated.
Can I climb up the wall and just take a look?
You can,
I have
yeah.
Spider climb.
Like you're
That's
actually
a
climbing
passive
up against the
version.
wall instead of like a scaffold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you have that, so you're good. You look, and instead of like the usual tents and whatever, everyone has stopped fighting for the meantime, and like the other army seems to be like confused, and they're like kind of scattered right now, and they're all looking at what seems to be a very large tent instead of just one normal like cluster of camp. And in its place, you see... I need to get the music going, sorry. A very questionable, like, circus-looking tent.
Oh, great.
What the hell is this?
I saw you talking to the cat? Is it sentient or something?
I mean, it was talking.
Okay, it's like, look, some people talk to cats. I didn't know if it was talking back or not.
It was. Quite clearly so. Fucking annoying little shit.
I agree. I totally agree. I definitely agree.
You guys are gonna go kill that cat, aren't you?
Are you going to kidnap the cat by the end of this, or just like shave it?
I would kidnap it, yeah, and keep it as a pet myself.
Teleport it back to the habitat plane with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they took chickens from the last one, so.
Right.
Is there anybody coming out of the circus thing?
There is not. It just is giant freaking circus, pretty much. You do, however, see both armies are starting to come towards you all. Like, they're not fighting or anything. They're just, like, slowly coming over, but Captain Oral is coming, and it's like, okay, so the other captain was taken?
What?
How?
Best way to say is, like, a giant cat paw came out of somewhere, like, the ground, and it just pulled her under?
And then the circus tent appeared.
Yeah, so, like, a couple of the other ones are starting to come up. It's like, it was weird. We heard this cackling, and a lot of the crates and stuff outside the camp, they usually put up as barricades. They're gone.
We're gonna have to go play some, like, weird mind games that are all circus themed, and I don't want to play into the thing's hands. Or paws, whatever. We're gonna have to go in there, aren't we?
I mean, I'm fine with observing. Seems entertaining.
Sure, we could always we can climb further up the cliff and just watch it all unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
What
actually
could
go in the
happen?
tent and see if there's seats.
Are you three okay? Like, seriously, are you okay?
What do you mean?
They hop off the horse and they just kind of come over. Are you all okay? Like, did something happen, or?
She shrugged off a perfectly placed arrow, and I'm a little miffed.
Oh. Yeah, this might be a case for normal weapons. Okay, So, if we give you extra stuff, would you be willing to do this for us? Because we got some people who need a little bit of tending to like, to get the stunning off, and it's like, we don't want to do too much, and I think, like, a big group would be bad, and it's like, they're kind of just, like, poking their fingers together, kind of, like, looking at you three.
We need to send in professionals, is what I'm hearing.
More like a group that isn't from here that they won't raise an alarm, probably?
I mean,
Well,
you've met us.
Sorry, just stretching my neck. Anywho.
I don't think we're going to avoid raising the alarm. Wow, I just blanked on names. Sorry. Danny was very forward in insulting and threatening them, so...
What do you mean insulting? I was just curious. Inquiring questions that might or might not help us.
Well, you certainly didn't help endear us to them.
Well, they don't see us as threats. We let them do their thing.
Right. So, and we could go in, but we're not going to be... How do I put it? They're going to see us, or if they see us, they're going to immediately assume we're there for stopping them.
No, I don't think so. For you guys,
No.
I'm just an observer. I'd like to watch.
Are you going to help us?
Well, I'm here to help, so yeah, I guess, but like, my main objective is to observe.
So you can
Seems
help
quite interesting.
So you can observe us getting your help in killing them?
Yeah, don't mind me.
Just face palms.
How much do you guys have to offer?
They kind of, like, look at each other for a couple of them as the armies are approaching. We're putting it on the Vulture tab, and they just go back in.
Listen. This is not an ordinary foe. You guys with your whole freaking armies could defeat or hope to make a dent to. I want stuff from both of you. After all, I need to rebuild my castle. So, what do you have to offer?
Since it's just the lesser Oni right now, they're kind of moving about. It's like, we could take you back to our main area, but that would be like elders being grumpy. We could just bring you some new tapestries. We're good with wool and stuff. We're good with like spinning and weaving. So if you want something for that, we can.
Well, actually, I have an idea. How about I help those guys get rid of whoever that girl is and the annoying little shit cat? And you and your army will build my castle.
Where is it? Because if you're from Kalyak, we can't go there.
Oh, wherever. I just want a new one. Maybe a place with nice views. You guys just need to build.
Are you seriously asking for them to become slave labor in exchange for your help?
I was gonna say,
No.
with
Yes.
disadvantage, roll me. What is it? What's the thing? Not diplomacy.
Persuasion?
Persuasion. That's it. I'm thinking Pathfinder. Sorry.
How do I roll with disadvantage?
You
It's the
just
same thing,
roll
it's just
normally.
take lower.
Yeah,
Sorry.
take the lower number. Oh no!
Excuse me?
That's a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Fantastic. So that is a horrible failure.
So this
Oh
is
my
a
God.
trend with this group then. It's like, at least once per game, it's gotta be like, okay, here's a nat 1 and a nat 20 in the same roll. Okay. Okay. They take one look at you, and then a look at each other. Like, they look back and forth, and it's like, are you insane?
I would like to call myself,
No,
eccentric.
we're not going to. We're not
I'm
rebuilding a
just gonna lean
castle.
over to Danny and say, keep this up and the payment will be they don't kill you.
Well, those buffoons were fighting with covered weapons.
And they said that they do have real ones. And
Yeah.
no offense, you look pretty squishy.
Squish my ass. Wait, no.
Wait.
You just see like one person and like coming up from behind Danny, and then just like looks away dejected as they walk off.
Does my influence over the darkness not help?
We literally are connected to it. Down south, there's a place with the ridge that is passing up the ocean. We call it the Spine. It's full of Jurger and Snurfaville, which are basically like dark gnomes and dwarves, just so people know. And we fight that often. We have entire groups at our home that are based on destroying it.
No, I
See-
was asking you, Yang.
Wait, what?
I was asking you. I have a thing named influence over the darkness.
Let's see real quick. You can just click it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just click. Oh, geez.
Oh my.
That's a long feature.
Are you actively enforcing this?
what?
Are you actively enforcing it? That is the question that I need to ask.
What does that mean? What do you mean by
Like,
that?
are you saying that you have this title, basically?
What the dark?
Basically, you're
Lord,
saying
Lord.
you have history with this, and like you pretty much just say your pedigree, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're still going to be very much on edge, and it's like, we have to deal with this often. We are not going to rebuild your castle for you. We will give you some things for you as a thank you, but we would rather not rebuild an entire castle. We do not have enough manpower, resources, or whatever. Wood is a very, very precious resource on the steppe. And we would need that for scaffolding, we would need that for interior, we would need that for everything.
Well, fine then. I was gonna use stone anyways, but whatever.
Do you not? Never mind.
He only commands the castle be built. He doesn't know the details.
Yeah, the castle could just be like a little sand castle or something.
Listen, my castle was reinforced by magic. I don't need such wooden structures.
The interior...
They're weak.
The interior would need it to just be stable before it gets into... Okay. Anyway. So, this is a real quick question. Were you ever, like... You took the weapons, right?
Which ones?
The 3 that dropped them before they ran off from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, like, ever examine them, or were you just, like, taking them?
I mean, you said they're normal weapons.
The weapons are normal. The cloth isn't.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, if you were to try to take...
Didn't tell me that.
I thought... I'm trying to pull, like, the DM is being obscure, but also, like, trying to hint at something. Wordplay, I'm sorry.
Well, can I inspect them now?
Yeah, like, you see that they're kind of, like, tied on with a single string, but if you ever try to, like, take it off, you can't even untie it. It's not even tied or anything, it's just... You can't pull at it, you can't take it off, you can't slide it off, there's nothing that's letting you get a good grip on it, pretty much. But you do feel, like, a faint whir of magical energy come off of it, and on a very closer examination, instead of just, like, the usual white cloth, you see, like, blue and red strands in it.
Do I know what those are?
Roll me Arcana. 6. You can just tell from earlier that they were saying that they're really good at weaving, so you just pretty much think it's like, oh, they probably wove something into it, but not much else. Sorry, I'm being, like, very obscure. I just wrote this in, like...
It's fine.
I had the general plot outlines, but I'm trying to, like, get it interesting. Sorry.
So, if you're done grandstanding, can we actually get down to business?
Who are you saying that to?
The vampire going on a tirade.
Such in a rush. Okay. Let us move then.
So you're going to be going to the good old giant tent of fuck-offitude.
Yeah, I pass on the weapons to them as well, to see if they know anything about it.
A couple of the vulture harpies are coming by and it's like, hey, those are mine. And it's like, no, mine. And it's like they start like doing a little squab, like, ah, 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 like kind of like how vultures kind of like squawk at each other. And it's like, then they just like, one person just kind of like taps them on the head and it's just, they just shake their heads and they just take the weapons back. Anywho. So, there doesn't seem to be a lot of, like, resistance or anything. Like, a couple of people are just kind of, like, getting up and shaking off the stuns. And, like, they're moving to the area where people were kind of sitting earlier, just kind of shaking off everything and leaving their stun states and just kind of watching you go by. But they're more just watching the tent, just keeping an eye on everything. They're just kind of sitting on some roughly placed stools and chairs.
Anything around it?
There is nothing around the tent. Just pretty much just every so often. Like, nothing of note. There's a couple of crates here and there, and I'll actually bring up the map. Hold on. Playing music again.
Is it dark inside?
From what you can see, the tent is indeed dark outside. Well, inside. Let's move you over here, and let me get the revealing.
Then I'll use dancing lights.
Okay. Yeah, it is very much sunset right now from what it seems, and it seems like circling around the tent. It just seems to be like normal circus tent, like deep yellowish orange and very much simply patterned. And you are now outside. Like, there's a few bit of supplies here and there, but not much else.
Is it still dark?
You do get some light around you, but other than that, there's not much of note. Oh wait, that's the hiding. Hold on. There we go.
Does it seem like anybody's near, like behind the tents or something?
Not what you can see. Let me just kind of do that for you. And you can control your tokens, I think. Make sure.
Yep.
How do I do?
You go to the mouse button.
Switch your tool to the select and move.
It
Got it.
doesn't fucking work.
Yes, sir.
It
And,
doesn't work for me. What?
hold on a moment.
You have the... Wait.
It
Yeah.
doesn't just.
Should
Doesn't
be-
want to click.
Should be
on
good
it.
now. Are you on
I
draw?
can't
There you go.
move it for some reason.
No,
No,
like,
that's me. I don't know why, but I can move his.
I changed it to all
can't
players, just
click
see.
on the cursor. That's the thing.
You can't
Doesn't
select
let me
on
click.
select move?
Yeah, I can't.
I need to
Let me-
reload roll.
Yeah, I was
20,
gonna say
refresh,
reload
yeah.
roll 20. Sorry.
'cause, yeah,
It's
I can
fine.
move fine.
It's not your fault.
I'm just trying to make sure everything's good and everything isn't failing.
So interior of the tent, what's it look like? Just lots of stuff?
It's like a closed, like, overflap of the tent, sort of.
Okay, so haven't fully moved inside yet.
Yeah. You're just outdoors. Pretty much the steps turn like a slight orangish hue. Orange-ish hue.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, not describing a lot. My mind is just, like, going
This one.
nuts, just trying to think of, okay, this needs to be there, this needs to be there.
I'll just slowly walk forward.
Yeah, I'll enter the tent as well.
Does it work
I'll
now, Danny?
use- Yeah. I
Okay.
will use dancing lights on top on my palm basically, and I keep my hand up, making a little torch for us,
Okay.
just in case it gets darker.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one who needs that.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
I have dark vision as well.
Oh!
I'm 20 feet.
Yeah, it's not magical darkness or anything, it's just like, okay.
In that case, we might as well have the shadows on our side.
Shadow Mage.
I'm just saying, if we can all see in the dark, might as well hide.
Okay, then I poof it.
Feel free
I
to
wanna
start
make a
crawling.
circle.
I mean, we can see in the dark, but not very well, anyway.
Yeah. You basically just see like black and white movie for dark, pretty
I-
much.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
do.
okay.
Anyway, dungeon crawl time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna follow behind them. So
As you're moving along, you see just the usual crates and stuff. Like, you see a couple of bags of just supplies here and there, some with just like charcoal or whatever, some with just usual things. Like, there's a couple of crates over here with a bag on top that you can just assume is like food and whatever. But, Danny, as you're moving up here, you can see a spot on the ground that seems singed with a lot of like magical sigils and everything. Right here.
Do we hear anything?
You don't hear anything major. You just hear like
What's on the...
that's just a bag, like just a bag of like charcoal. Yeah. Oh, darkness, jazz plays.
Can I, do I know, like, the symbols?
Roll me Arcana real quick. Okay.
no,
S-
no, go ahead. Sorry. Oh wait.
real quick, you take a look at them, like not touching them before anything. Then, as you realize what you are, you kind of like notice that they're drawn on with basically singeing the grounds with the grass. And these are pretty much a ritual, like very hastily cast to make things come alive, like sort of like very quick golemancy, but cheap. Basically, sentries.
What happens if I, like, mess it up? Do I know that?
if you were to like disrupt it, it'd be too late. It's already like cast pretty much, but it's just there as like remnants of it, and you see like the bits of it like right here as well.
What's over here? It looks like
Barricade right now.
Okay, so can't go further.
You can. You would have to be like squeezing through, or, like climbing through, or like knocking it down.
Okay. Is this a shelf or something?
That is a shelf. It's just got the usual like munitions and whatever. And you have found another one right here.
Is this a chest?
No, that's just a crate. Like there's long crates.
Alright, how much clearance do we have? It's a 10, you said, so...
The
quite a bit of
10
overhead space.
would be further onwards. Like you can see it past here pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So, what now?
I'm just keeping an eye out for possible enemies.
Alrighty.
Just peeking around.
You're peeking around.
Yeah.
Searching.
You see parts of what look like those wooden art dolls that you have dressed up in various outfits from around the crate. And they seem to be around some form of table.
Like they're posed
Can
for
I-
something?
Like, they're kind of having a little sit around. If you want to get a better examination, you can kind of look through, but hey.
Can I sneak around behind those boxes, like between those boxes?
Yeah,
Can I
if you
peek around?
if you want to get a better look.
Yeah.
You see them, and they're pretty much having a tea party. You
Are
see...
they moving?
They are moving, like, very statuesque, like if you were to move mannequins. These two right here are dressed very differently from each other, from the main one. This one is just, like, full-blown, put-in metal chains and whatever. This one is purple, like purple clothes. And while these two are made of wood, this one right here is made of hay. And they're just kind of minding their own business, having a tea party with like a little fake tea set and everything. Hold on a moment, I gotta be right back. Bathroom break real quick, is that okay? Because it might take a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, sorry about that, everyone. Okay. Whew.
Okay.
Where were we? Okay. Stomach issues.
I was just stealthily just glancing at those guys, and I wanna cast message. To
Message?
Rin.
Okay.
Yeah. Saying, you guys hide. I have a plan.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use meta magic subtle spell with fire bolt aiming at the hay puppet.
Okay.
I assume you are gonna wait a bit for us to hide.
Yeah.
So that's a 20 for me to hide.
Yeah, you're good.
Why didn't it?
Give
I
me a
guess I'll
sec.
duck behind this shelf.
Okay.
Why didn't it show the thing?
Is it not working again?
Whatever. No,
Okay.
I just needed to
I'm gonna
click on
move.
the
Okay.
attacks.
So you're hitting the
Here.
hay one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So roll for damage because that does hit. 9. That is doubled because it is hay and weak to fire.
Hey, good
So
call.
you hear this screech from it as it drops the teacup and it shatters. And it just burns, but you see this lingering purple flame jump towards you. I'm gonna need you to roll a will save because you're feeling extremely guilty right now from burning up the hay doll.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Will?
Wisdom, sorry. Will is wisdom. I'm used to Pathfinder still.
Yep, all good.
21,
21.
yeah. Like, it's hay. It's meant to burn. You're good.
Then I want to rush to this guy, which you said was in chainmail armor.
No,
And
kind of like in
use
chains. It's just in chains.
What?
I will... It's like chains around the neck and arms and its body, like not chainmail.
Yep. But would it work for Shocking Grasp then?
Isn't Shocking Grasp also an action?
It would be, and in order to
Oh,
go
so-
through here, you would have to do like a shimmy, so that would be like squeezing through.
So even though I use Subtle Spell, it...
Subtle Spell doesn't change. Subtle
Yeah.
Spell just means that they don't immediately know. That doesn't change your action economy. You still
Yeah.
get
Oh,
one
okay.
action per turn.
It's fine, it's fine. Then we roll initiation, I guess?
Initiative, if you'd like. These things are mostly
fuck.
looking around now, like what's going on, pretty much. So they're just gonna take a little sidestep and make sure to click your tokens.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
I can just add.
Can you put me there or yeah?
Yeah, I'm just adding the turns. Okay.
We rolled pretty well, actually.
And let me get some battle music going. That's 14, 9. Okay. Sending, and let's get some battle music in.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? Sorry. I'm used to being like super duper prepared.
It's okay.
Alrighty. So, you all are ready to go as soon as possible. These things are still like looking around for who the heck did that. So, right now is Radial's turn.
Alright. It hasn't been an hour since the last encounter, right?
No.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to move Hunter's Mark to the big one and open fire.
Alrighty.
Does it take... Hold on, I'm looking at Hunter's Mark again, because I don't know if it takes a bonus action to move it or not.
I think it does.
Yeah, okay. So, can't take steady aim, so just regular shoot. I'm going to use Sharpshooter. So, penalty to my attack for bonus to damage.
Oh, if the target drops to 0 hit points, then you can do that for a bonus action.
I can't just change it. Hold
You
on.
can't just change it. You're still kind of like on them, so you know they're like up here. So
Okay, in that case, no Hunter's Mark. I definitely don't hit that. That's only a 5 with Sharpshooter, so...
yeah, are you using your normal arrows or the blunt ones?
Wait, actually, if I can't use my bonus action to move I still have my bonus action, so I could take steady aim instead, right?
You could, yeah, if you want.
Alright, I'll roll again. I'm using the shock arrows because I don't know if they'll have effect or not.
Okay.
I want to see. Oh, come on!
Yeah, that one just kind of like bounces off the crate and just right into the summoning circle. Will that be your turn?
Yeah. Action, bonus action. I don't really want to move. Actually, I'm going to move back a little bit.
I thought it's like if you don't move, then you can do it for steady aim.
That is true. Yeah, that's my entire turn then.
And if you want to take a 5-foot half step, I won't mind. Like if you just take a little step if you want.
Okay, just like
Yeah.
scoot a little further back.
Yeah, I always allow like a 5-foot step if you want to. Anyway.
Yeah, that's everything then.
Alright. Danny, you're up.
I have a question first. Would Shocking Grasp count with the chains that is gone around him?
For what?
It says lightning springs from your hand, deliver a shock, blah blah blah. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target's wearing armor made out of metal.
I would say yes because there's enough on it. It's like in the neck, arms, and like legs pretty much of the mannequin.
Okay, then I'll rush to it
Okay.
and grab the chains on his neck while casting Shocking Grasp.
Alright.
22.
Yep, that does hit. Roll for damage.
Oh my god.
We're getting such good rolls now.
So you grab onto this thing and you grab on the chains like, ooh, yes, finally. You see the electricity like jolt from your hand and not really doing a whole lot. This thing is wood, so that one to get used to it wasn't really good, so you do just kind of like fumble a little bit.
Hmm. Damn it.
Anyway, will that be your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Lambert, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay. That does hit because you're the attacker. Okay. Alright, roll for
Because what?
damage. How I do it is that if the AC matches, if the attacker is getting the match, then they will hit.
He's also in stealth, isn't he?
Yeah.
That
I mean,
just gives
instead,
advantage.
that's a 2d6 bonus damage, yeah.
Yep.
Let me
Oh,
roll
yeah, that's right.
2d6.
12 total. Nice.
So these are wooden dolls, though, so instead of, like, going right through, you do get it, like, caught in the chink of its shoulder where its, like, joint is, but it still is, like, not taking a lot. It does take half damage, though.
Yep. And yeah, I'll stay there. I'll stay there.
Yep, you're staying there. Will that be your turn?
He's still half. Yeah, he's still half cover, so
Okay.
I'm ending my turn. Yeah.
So this giant mannequin right here is currently being held onto by Danny. It's going to, with one of its hands, it turns into like a fist, like molds from the wood, and it just aims downward, and I'm guessing a 16 hits?
Armor class 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage just from this thing just decking you.
Wow.
And
You got fucked.
it's going to look down at you, and are you still holding on?
What do you mean?
Like, with Shocking Grasp, are you still holding on, or did you, like, let go?
I would like to let go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you let go, and this thing is just looking down at you menacingly. It is entirely focused on you. And this one coming up from behind it aims at you, and you see it, like, slightly glow purple, and at 12...
Doesn't hit. Oh, hits. Fuck.
Yeah. Let's see what it does.
God damn it.
It is going to deal 1 point of arcane damage. It just does a weak hit. And you now have -1 for your damage rolls right now with Murmur.
Okay.
Anyway, back up the turn order. Radiel.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give myself advantage on trying to use sharpshooter
Okay.
against the big one.
Big one. Okay.
Okay, that's the 4th thing in a row. I don't think this is working properly. I'm gonna
Try it
roll manually.
again. Just try it again. Let's just see. We're gonna take the first one if it's, like, different.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so I just rolled 4 2s in a row. That's cool. Alright.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It still would miss, sadly. Like, we're taking the first one, we were just testing if that was okay.
Yeah, seeing if it actually was rolling or not.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Alright, well, no, it's fine. Just the odds of rolling 4 2s in a row.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's my movement, action, and bonus action.
Seriously? Gee.
Because bonus action to give myself advantage, action to open fire, and movement was consumed by steady aim.
Alright. Danny, let's try it again.
Okay, if I try to move, like run, I will take damage, right? He'll
You
hit
will
me.
take an attack of opportunity, but it won't exactly hit you unless if it rolls above your AC.
Yeah, I have a low AC, so... okay. Do I see... You know how puppets have those circles around them that basically hold up the arms and legs together? Does he have one...
The joints?
Does he have those? Yeah, the joints.
Yeah,
Does he have joints?
This one got shot earlier by Lambert, and that one had one just shot in one of the joints, so yes, they do.
Okay, I'll try to basically gamble it and shoot a witch bolt, not witch bolt. Sorry, chaos bolt
Okay.
Right in the middle, like you know how they have the joints.
All
I
right.
don't know if it has one, but I'll do it.
Okay.
Chaos Bolt.
That
18,
hits.
11 and 6.
What's the damage type? Oh, you have
Do I
to.
choose it or?
Isn't that a ranged spell in melee range?
Yeah.
That'd be disadvantage, I believe.
Would it?
Yeah, because technically shooting anything like a ranged spell or a ranged attack roll
Yeah.
within 5 feet of a target imposes disadvantage.
Shit.
That's why I'm all the way back here.
Well, fun stuff. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's not bad. So, with the Chaos Bolt, is it like just random spell damage?
It says choose one of the D8s. The number. Oh no, wait. I think I read the thing wrong.
On a hit, the target
Which
takes.
one?
Oh, what is the 5 on the d8s for the damage for Chaos Bolt?
I have no idea.
Let's open it up and see. Okay.
I just copied the thing.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's basically my fault.
Chaos Bolt. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. You did lightning damage there.
Really?
Yeah, so the damage types are from 1 to 8: acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, poison, psychic, and thunder. So you did lightning damage right there. You see a bolt of lightning just dance around the table and just shatter all the teacups in like an array of just blasted shatter. It does hit this one in the back though, so it does take a little bit of damage from that at least. Because if you were there, you would have taken that damage from the giant shrapnel salvo, basically.
Yikes.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't have anything else to do, since if actually, I'll try to move. I'll gamble it.
Okay.
I'll try to move over here.
Nice.
But
That does not hit.
Nice.
wow.
Yep, so
Nice.
you move just out of range. Good. Anywho. Lambert, your turn.
I'll move here
Okay.
next to Radial.
Yep. And since it is a
And,
shelf, you can shoot through it, so you're good.
Yeah. And I'll shoot this one again.
Okay.
Give me a sec. 15.
15, that does hit. Roll for damage.
5 piercing.
Okay. Yeah. These dolls are, even though they're made of wood, they are fairly frail, and shooting it in the other joint just dispatches the other arm. Like, not dispatches, detaches it. And this one just falls over, kind of like if a marionette were just going to just flop. So that one is dead. Anyway. Will that be your turn?
Yep.
Alright. And this one is going to... hold on. Let's see the move. Wait, what was it? Snap to center. 15... 15. That move. And it would have disadvantage if it comes up here, so it's going to still follow Danny, and it's going to not hit at all.
I mean, he would have. Actually, would he have disadvantage since the place I crawled through is like low?
It's a big
like
doll.
very tight.
It's a big doll trying to punch you, and it is kind of like a crevice right here that you just squeeze through.
Fair enough.
So that one does not hit. We're back up to good old Radio.
Well, I don't have line of sight on the big one anymore, do I?
You do
Or
not.
west?
You would have
Yeah.
to climb up basically to shoot it. Or move into an area where you can.
Yeah. Let me check my move range.
And Danny, just because you are adjacent to it, you don't have attack of opportunity from that much, so.
Okay, I can move to here. Oops, wrong button. I can move to here, that give me line of sight, right?
Yep. You
Alright,
can just narrowly see it from like right here, so.
fantastic. It hasn't been good to me, but I really want sharpshooter to work, so I'm gonna try it again.
Let's get 7 2s in a row.
Good God. I moved, so I can't use sharpshooter.
You
And now
can't,
it's gonna be
sadly.
a 20.
Is it aware of my presence? Because being hidden also gives advantage.
No, it's focused on Danny, so.
It's still advantage. Let's try this. Come on, sharpshooter.
Yay! Roll that damage up.
Alright, so that is 15
Jeez.
damage plus, since you said I had advantage, that is going to be sneak attack as well. So 20.
That means it's 10 because it's resistant to piercing. It did.
No, I used the shock arrow.
Shock arrow. You mean the stun one?
Stun arrow, sorry.
Those are for subdue against people.
Okay, so I would know not to try and use that against wood.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, the regular arrows for
Yeah.
so reduced to 10.
Yeah. So this one is still getting like focused on Danny, but as soon as you get like the nice arrow like notched into its neck area right there, it does look over towards you. So you're probably going to be hit next turn. For now, will that be yours?
Yeah. Yep. It's all my move speed, so.
Danny, you're up.
Can I climb up on this box?
You do have spider climb, right? Because of your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, no, it works. Okay. And now I'm gonna use Firebolt in the same place. Try to hit
Okay.
it in the middle.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't it work that way?
Mm.
Weird.
There
It
you go.
hits?
6.
Yeah. This time, this one is just set ablaze again. With all the arrows in it, it collapses with a heavy thunk onto the crate. And with that, these barriers right here open up and move aside. And let me just remove all. There we go. That's the
Such a pain.
the road.
Fine.
The road to the tent is open if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll to sneak again just because.
Me too.
Okay.
Abuse the sneak.
Anything they left behind?
No, I didn't have advantage, so that's just a 13.
Mostly just charred doll remains, pretty much. Like, the hay doll is just burned to a crisp. The purple suited doll is mostly just, like, clothes and just, like, the doll itself. While the big one just had, like, chains and such on it.
Can I at least take the chain?
You do get, like, you just unravel them, and they're, like, pretty decent-sized chains. Like, think, like, about as thick as your arm for, like, one of the bigger ones, but the other two are just, like, smaller. So, you get around 5 feet of thick chain, and then 15 feet of normal inch chain for, like, the other 4 pieces.
Okay, can I tie the normal chain to my sickle?
I'm sorry?
I have a
Let's make a
sickle.
comma.
I know, but it's like, you're trying to do that?
Yeah.
What would be a good way to check for that?
Normally I would do like Tinker's tools to
Yeah,
improvise something like that.
But it's like, he's just trying to tie it around normally. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know.
what would be a good crafting
Thieves'
check?
tools?
I wouldn't-
Crafting check is probably. I use dexterity for
Yeah.
anything that requires nimble, and strength for anything like forging that requires a lot of.
Roll a dex
Precision
check for me
check.
then. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, I was thinking that.
Sleight of hand?
No, just dex check. Like, if you just click dexterity, it's just a normal dex check.
On the far left, your big dexterity score.
11. So you kind of get it attached on there to a point, but without any, like, hook or anything at the end of the sickle, you would probably lose it on the first swing if you try to retrieve it. You can probably get, like, one good swing out of it, but other than that, you can't get much.
Could I use one of my my cursed chopstick hair ties?
I'm sorry, I love the inventiveness and ingenuity. I'm just trying to think. It's like, I'm always going to be surprised by D&D players. Like, there's no way I'm not going to be. Okay.
They're cursed, they're not gonna break, so...
Roll me a second dex check, but with disadvantage this time, because you're just trying to jam it in there.
Fuck.
8. Yeah, you... Oh, sorry about that. You kind of go, aha, but it just falls out on the other side. The chains are kind of too big for that. For, like, the interlocking bits.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
I'll just put my chopstick back and, like, take them apart, basically. Just come with a chain in my left hand and a sickle in my right hand. Fuck.
It's hard to jam it in for some people. Yeah. Tuesday was yesterday, Lucky. You don't just jam it in there.
So, do I roll for stealth as well?
Are you wanting to do stealth stuff?
I mean, they both are doing stealth. It would be
Yeah.
kind of awkward if I was, like, standing up.
Roll that
Like,
juicy stealth roll.
The bait.
Okay.
Debate.
2 11s and a
The tank.
25. Okay.
Make this sorcerer the tank. It's great.
Why not? I mean, there is a wizard class. There is a wizard class for that.
I mean, everybody can be a tank, just dodge every turn, right?
I was a tank in my last campaign with a sorcerer. It was still Shadow Sorcerer, and I had like a passive that would heal me 10 HP every round if I was in darkness.
Jeez. But yeah, Inventor Wizard basically gets power armor to a degree.
Isn't
Wait,
that
I
just
have,
Artificer
like,
at that point?
No, Inventor Wizard strictly does it in a different fashion. They also get, like, specific spells for armor stuff that is specialized.
Interesting.
It's basically like Aberration plus Transmutation schools. Anyway. So, you are coming up to the tent. Let me just reveal some areas. Oop, the yellow opening of... And... there's just, like, some other uniform things around here. Not much else. You are coming to an area where it's, like, down the cliff a little bit to get to the actual tent that was taken over.
And just move forward to the entrance of the tent, I guess.
I hit the wrong button. As you pass
The tent
by,
starts closing in around us.
there is another little circle area with a doll that you can see, but they don't seem to be activated, quote-unquote, right now. Like, they aren't moving or anything. They're kind of, like, slumped down. This one right here is in the same fashion as the one purple doll from earlier.
So it isn't active.
It's not active and doesn't look active. It's kind of, like, slumped over.
Should we take it out just to have a safe escape if it comes to it?
I mean, I could give you the chain and you could try and tie it to a box or something.
Why tie it when you can just destroy it?
Because maybe we'll avoid a fight.
And it doesn't seem like... No, I'm too far away, never mind.
Remember, one of those things shot a goddamn purple flame at me, like... disgusting. Hitting me with their tainted mana.
Maybe we can just leave it be?
Yeah. Maybe that's for the best. Too risky trying to tie it down. Too risky to attack it. I don't want to be touched by it anymore.
You're just gonna go on by?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, you make it to the tent. Is there anything you want to do beforehand before you enter?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I gotta change out music. Anywho, I can close that form. We're almost done, sorry.
Okay, fine. Could I don't know how this works. Could I just
Could you...
try and mend my wound somehow? Maybe put some bandages over or something?
Does anyone have a medics kit or whatever?
No, I don't
do
have
not.
that.
Don't think so, no.
Okay. And if you want, you could take a short rest or something while someone's taking watch or whatever.
How long is a short rest again? An hour?
An hour. It's basically just to sit down, have a snack, have a wank, whatever you need to do.
Yep, I'm gonna take a short rest.
Yeah,
We could do that. I'm gonna lose my hunter's mark then, so...
Who's gonna
I guess
take
that's
watch,
fine.
though?
I'll take watch. I don't need a rest. I'm still at all of my resources.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of just... I will, like, just reveal the rest of it. You do see, like, a small area away from them that you can just kind of take a little break. Just, sit down, have a kip, do whatever you need. The dolls are not moving in this time, and you can just reroll your hit dice.
Oof.
I'm gonna use 2 then.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 as well. Lol, okay. Just
You
needed a 2, man.
have a snack, have a wank, whatever you need. Anywho. So yeah, the dolls aren't moving towards you just yet, and it's like, no one else is coming by. It's just like a very, very ominous evening. It's like the sunset sort of look is around the tent only, and you can see like normal daylight on the ridge of the mountain. Oh, oops. This way. And pretty much just very, very... what's the word for it? Just eerie for the map. Not the map, the location you're in. Feels more like Halloween than spring. Let's face it, we all like...
Do we hear anything?
You don't hear anything of note. Like, you can hear, like, the wind up against the flaps of the tent. You don't hear, like, the girl inside or whatever. You don't even know if they're like, planning anything or whatever. It's more like just having a little... Like, the world's kind of standing still a bit.
So, awfully quiet.
Very.
What's with all this lack of noise?
Oh, wait, is it only everything else that isn't making noise, or is it like the effect of the silence spell where no noise happens?
You can still hear wind and everything. Like, if you were to move on the ground, you
Okay.
can hear, like, the
So
grass.
it's just eerily quiet, not
Yeah.
supernaturally so.
It's not
Okay.
supernaturally so. Your short rest is back. You've got your HP and everything. All the fun juice.
I'm just gonna go and take a peek.
You're gonna take a peek inside?
Yeah.
Are you
Just
sure?
just pop my head.
Just literally pop your head in.
Yeah. Hello.
His head dives inside and then he pops.
Hey, Danny.
Hi.
Are you the only one popping your head in?
Yeah, I want to
so.
see what happens.
Roll me that good
Yeah.
fun perception.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's persuasion, man.
Wait, that's persuasion. Yeah, reroll.
Perception.
Reroll. Not persuasion, perception.
Right next to it.
Okay.
11.
That's another nat one in there, too! Okay. So, you ever see a Hydra?
I think so. I mean, I've lived long enough.
Because
Maybe
this...
had one of them for a pet.
So, there's one just standing proudly in the middle, and you take a look at it. It's wooden, made of all sorts of crates, barrels, boxes, you name it. And the one girl is sitting on it like a freaking horse.
So I'm like, hello. Ooh.
It's basically, hello, oh!
As I like, get back.
Yeah.
Stand against the fucking tent. Give it.
Okay, buddy.
What do you see? What's in there?
Wooden Hydra.
You what?
As I literally like move my mouth cartoonishly. Wooden Hydra.
I can't do.
Paid enough.
I can't do fire arrows. What?
Then I use message. Wooden fucking Hydra.
My arrows are effective against wood. This is. I can't help.
I was just. I say we sneak in
Is
and
he looking
try
at
to
us?
flank it.
No, Danny just basically got to look at it.
The dumb little girl is on top of it. Where's the cat though? Kitty, kitty, kitty.
I'm just imagining the old lady, like, looking at the bunny, like, trying to get it over, but she's holding the knife behind her. Wait, I think I can actually look it up.
Yay.
Hmm.
I have a tinderbox. If I were to say start a fire at my feet, could I like light the ends of my arrows on fire to make fire arrows?
What arrows are you trying to do?
Well, the cloth ones are covered in cloth, aren't they? So could I ignite the cloth using the small fire?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a little experiment, see if I can make fire arrows out of the cloth wrapped ones.
So I'm gonna say that you can start, like, a little puff of flame. It's like you can only just get a little bit of a flame going, like, not anything noticeable or whatever, like, not a roaring fire or anything.
Yeah, just like a tiny little fire that I can keep near me to light things.
You do, like, dip the cloth in, and since it's not soaked in alcohol or oil or anything, it does not light fully. Like, you
Do I
singe
have oil flasks?
you singe it a little
I do
bit,
not.
but there's, like, nothing on there. Like,
Alright, I stamp out the fire, and I do not have oil flasks in my pocket, so shoot. Well, let's try.
Can I climb on top of the tent and like make a square hole with my sickle?
you would have to make an athletics check because it is a tent, and you are, like, used to climbing up on normal surfaces, so you would have athletics to do it, just to not fall, basically.
I'll try.
16. So you do find, like, a bit near the pole. Since it is a big top, you do have to, like, sort of leap a little bit to get onto the top part of it, because, like, a double-story tent usual thing. You do manage to get up on top, but it is kind of sagging a little where you are. It's probably going to be a bit noticeable.
And can I not like stand on the pole?
The poles are thin, so it would be a little bit of a challenge.
I still have the chain. Can I tie myself to the pole?
If you want, sure, you can do that, yeah. Like, you don't have to
With
roll
my
anything.
head, like upside down.
You want to hang upside down from the pole.
Yeah, so I can shoot.
You're a
You would
madman.
still be outside, though. That is the thing.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to shoot.
I mean, if you make a hole or something, probably.
Well, that's what I said. I'm gonna make a hole
Oh!
with the sickle.
Okay, so you're gonna make a hole with the sickle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need a
What
sleight
time
of
day
hand
is it,
check.
actually?
With what?
What time of day is it?
It's, like, midday, but it's right now considered evening because it's, like, from the magic effect.
And when I looked inside, was it lit up?
Yeah, it was lit up. Let's see. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
So, as you're just kind of making the hole inside, like on the side of the tent, you are chained to the pole, right?
Yeah?
You suddenly see this giant puff of just magical energy just blast past you partially, but part of it does hit you. You take 9 points of force damage from an Eldritch Blast.
Oh my fucking god. Jesus, a man can have no rest.
Alright, you're here. I know you are. Come in.
Fuck you. I untie myself. And come down.
Like, Eldritch Blasted.
I just come in, affixing my hair.
Oh, wait.
God damn it! Why do you have to be so rough?
Alright, here's the formidable thing, and getting a better look, this isn't just wood. It's primarily cardboard.
Cardboard.
The formidable cardboard Hydra.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so she kind of hops up onto the head. It's like, okay, what are you losers doing?
What are you doing?
That way.
I'm here-
with the cardboard Hydra. How's that going to end war?
Oh, so this is just what I had around. I had my, well, you saw her. Mittens is going to help me, and they made it very, very nice out. I am going to march my way over to the other camp once everything's all finalized and get them to stop. Potentially throw the one leader off the cliff while the other one is just in here. And she hops on back and she stomps on the back part, which is primarily wood for the top and the bottom. And you can see faintly a vulture head, like kind of sticking out from the very, very frizzy hair.
Okay.
Lucky I'm stealing that idea. Hold on a moment. Anywho, and are you all going to... Were you all sent by them?
Sent by them.
You know,
You mean
people.
by the demon guys?
Yes, the warfares.
You can say that.
Okay. Well, you're all accomplices to that, and my job as Scarlet, the heroine of justice, is to stop all wars. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. So, either you can come quietly and stop and give me your weapons, or we can all have fun.
Okay, see, you say stop all wars and us being hired makes us complicit. I don't see your logic there. Like, mostly my weapon is for hunting, for food, and like self-protection because monsters, even if you outlaw war, that's not going to stop, bandits and thieves and literal monstrosities from attacking. And so, no, I'm not going to just make myself helpless and defenseless. I don't even live here.
Well, you came here. You're still
Yeah.
helping them. You're still helping war.
I'm passing through and I saw some people being terrorized by some weird mage and they asked for my help. Isn't helping people good?
It is, but not the way you're doing it.
So if you saw just some random passersby being attacked by a sorcerer of great power, and I just started describing Danny, some terrible, evil-looking vampire with dark skin and red eyes and terrible, just shadows circling around him, and he's antagonizing poor innocent people. Would not attacking him be a righteous and moral thing to do?
I give him the stinkiest fucking look ever seen. You can literally see me kill him with my eyes, like decapitating his whole fucking body. Like,
Literally gets 1 piercing damage.
You know what?
I take a step to the left.
I'm just going to do it. Roll for intimidation. I'm really curious if he does.
oh my god. Watch me roll a nat 1 because roll 20 hates me.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You've had worse. Like, I'm forgetting. Romali or whatever. What is it? Romal? I forget the name.
Who?
For your character, Ren. What is your name? Radial. That's it. I keep on throwing an M in there for some reason.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not exactly intimidated, but it's like, okay, it's...
Oh, he's mad.
Yeah.
Well, I do it with my hand as well.
Like, that sort of, like, blah, blah, blah kind of, like, thing.
Yeah. Anywho, where the fuck is the cat? I don't like you.
I just turned back to the sky. It's like, your entire premise is flawed.
Mittens isn't here right now. She said I could do whatever I need to, so I did this.
Well, this, as I, like, literally just circle what she did with my hands. This is awkward, and this looks pitiful and funny, to be honest, so...
You want to test that?
Do you want to test me?
Well, let's go. And it is time for that good old time to roll initiative as I get the music ready. Let me just open up the turn order list.
And I forgot to click myself, but...
I can just add your turn real quick. Hold on. Here you go. And... So, Magical Girl Scarlet with the formidable cardboard Hydra. And it is a Hydra, so it does get a turn separate from her. Let's roll. Okay, it does go later. What stats did I give her? Okay, I gave her. And this thing has... Does it? It does! Jeez, I made that thing fast. Okay. Sending. Alright. So, it is Radial's turn. What do you do?
Do I have line of sight on her?
Yes. She is definitely standing on the Hydra. She is on the Hydra's back.
Alright, I learned from last time, so I'm using regular arrows this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do my sharpshooter advantage combo.
Alrighty.
17 to hit.
Jeez, that does hit.
Wait, advantage. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright, she is still Hunter's marked, and she is marked as my favorite. Oh, wait.
You have to recast Hunter's Mark because it was an hour.
Yeah. Okay, so no bonus action because the first one hit. So bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, and on a hit, I will use my second use of favored foe.
Okay.
For a full combo attack. I don't get sneak attack because no advantage, right?
Yeah, no advantage.
Okay. And sharpshooter.
Doesn't Hunter's Mark
my
take an
God.
action?
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
But then you can't do sharpshooter, right? Unless you're
Sharpshooter
using
is-
your movement. Okay.
No, sharpshooter. It's just a feature I can activate. So it's just before I make an attack with a ranged weapon, I can choose. To
Jeez, you rolled well
make it
for
a sharp
that.
shot. Yeah.
Wait, does
Yeah,
that
so
apply
that
the
is-
-5? -5 isn't in there, I think.
No, the -5 is attached to the attack roll because if you notice, sharpshooter is a +3 to hit as opposed to my regular.
Okay.
roll, which is a
Just
+8
making
to hit.
sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, I set up a set for macro for it, so I didn't forget.
Jeez, you just destroy things crazy.
That is, yeah, that's 27 damage.
That's 27 damage?
That's 22 piercing plus 4 hunters.
Jesus.
Oh
I go radio as a sniper. She sometimes hits, and when she does it,
no!
really
Okay!
Oh my god.
A little bit of damage.
So she's dead.
Wow.
She had 25 HP. She's dead.
Wow.
Obliterated.
You just destroyed her. Just so you know, warlocks don't have a lot of HP. And
Oh, I didn't think about that. So she had a monologue that shot her in the eye.
yeah, you basically just one-shot her. She left, she was defeated. However, you still got this Hydra to deal with.
I do that. I'm like,
Okay, so
"Nice
that's...
job, jerk."
Fun fact, I made this warlock subclass to be built around con and charisma. Yeah, she just got basically fucked.
Sorry, Yang.
It's okay. No. This stuff is the stuff I laugh and live for because I would rather have everyone have fun than get like poor rolls and like grind against a boss. I am happy right now. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay,
Chance to back down. That's my turn.
that's your turn. Danny, you still had the giant beast to deal with.
Okay, does it take mental damage? Oh, no, it's physical damage.
Physical
Oh,
damage?
shit. Then I will use Mind Spike with Twin Spell.
Wait, Mind Spike does physical damage? What? Hold on a moment.
Is it sick?
I thought it was psychic. It's Mind Spike.
Psychic damage, I'm done.
It's a psychic damage.
Yeah, if you want to
Also-
try, you can. Like,
I recommend not using Twin Spell because you can't target the same creature twice.
Can't
with Twin
I?
Spell, so...
it has multiple heads, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll use Twin Spell with Mind Spike. So, do I just do it twice?
Yes. The thing is, don't roll for damage. This thing is immune to psychic.
Oh my fucking god.
It's a construct.
Yep.
I
It
was,
is-
like, debating it.
It was pure construct.
Cause I was saving this for that bitch.
I'm sorry. Like,
It's fine.
oh. Will that be your turn? I'm
Well.
sorry.
Well, this dumb thing is too dumb to take damage. Well, I'm moving. I'll just go to the corner of the tent.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna refresh my roll 20 because I accidentally opened the chat in a different tab.
Oh.
Now I can't open the chat anymore.
Oh no, yeah, refresh that. This day is just like, okay, it's going to be crazy. I've got the boss stats already. And then you just gank her. Just straight just killed her.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action aim.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a moment.
So I can aim for any head. Hello?
Sorry about that. Just people want me to fix the dang stove. Anyway. Ready?
I asked, can I aim for any head?
Yeah, you can.
I'll aim for the most damaged one.
Well, no one's done damage yet, so. You can also aim for the body if you want, so.
It's middle head.
Okay. So, you do knock your arrow, and the heads are, like, primarily wood for the top bits in the neck area, and you do kind of sink your arrow into the little, like, flaps in the crate. And you did how much damage?
9 in total.
Where's the 2d6 from?
The sneak attack, cause I had the advantage from the aim action. The aim bonus action, my bad.
Yeah, hold on. Because all the times earlier you were doing it from cover. Hold on. I am... Sorry.
Some game lets
Cover
you
doesn't matter.
Obsidian lets you sacrifice your movement to give yourself advantage.
Okay, you're sacrificing movement. That's what it is. I am sorry. Just the people from everything. They want me to do whatever bullshit they want. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, that does that. Let me just mark it down on the board. Sorry, I'm just grumpy fox noises. Alrighty. Will that be your turn?
Yep.
Alright. So this thing is going to shamble forward, and you just hear what is basically the sound of boards and, like, just, like, boxes moving everywhere. And it is going to take a bite at both of you, because it has multiple heads. And, oh, jeez. And it is going to... does a... where is it? That would be a bite, so it is doing strength-based. I'm going to guess a 12 and a 17 right there for that.
Against who?
12 for you and 17 against Lambert.
12 misses.
12 misses? Okay.
It hits.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll a con save real quick, since it is basically paper cutting you with cardboard teeth, as you take 3 damage. 3 piercing damage. Okay, you pass. You have resisted the paper cut. And that will be its turn, as it is back up to you. It is considered in your range, though. Like, you would have disadvantage if you were to do the melee attacks.
Question, because I got confused. Do I take the 3 damage or I don't take it?
You do take the 3 damage. It deals the damage, but the effect doesn't activate.
Okay.
Anywho. Radiel, your turn.
I'm torn. Do I do another massive damage, or do I move and try and get away from this thing? I should probably try and get away.
Okay.
So I have 35 feet of movement.
You would not be disengaging, right?
Do I need to? Is it within melee
It
range?
would. The neck would get you.
Okay. You know, I haven't taken any damage. Yeah, I'm pretty low in health. I'm gonna just take the opportunity attack and move.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
You take 1 damage, but roll me that con save.
18.
Okay, you pass.
Alright, I'm down to 22 HP.
Alright. And? Are you
And
gonna...
then, well, that's just my movement. So, action, my previous Hunter's Mark died, so I move Hunter's Mark to this thing as a bonus action.
Okay.
And it is currently engaged in melee range with another enemy, so technically that would give me sneak attack proc, right?
Yep.
Alright, so no advantage, but regular sneak attack. I'm going to use regular shot, because I don't trust sharpshooter. 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright, so that is longbow plus sneak attack and hunter's mark.
Jeez.
Sniper!
15 damage right there.
15 damage. And end turn.
Okay. Where are you hitting, just to ask? Like, are you aiming for the body or a neck?
I'm gonna aim for... Well, I guess, do I know anything about hydras? Like, would I know if it would be better to...
I would just assume you would know, like, the basics. Like, don't cut off head and whatever else.
Yeah, like, I don't know if a wind construct follows the same rules, but I'm just gonna aim for body just to be safe.
So you see it, like, patch through the cardboard here, and you hear from the inside, "Watch it!"
Oh. I'm gonna shout out to everyone, the cat's inside piloting the thing.
Are you sure the cat's inside? Because it doesn't
I'm
look...
gonna make that assumption.
It looks like brown hair instead of black hair, like the cat.
Oh, in that case, someone's inside piloting this thing.
You're shouting that aloud, right?
Yep, very loud.
Oh my
because I need to
gosh.
make sure they hear it.
Not piloting!
Okay, somebody's stuck inside it.
Anywho. Who's next? Danny, you're up.
Did you just say there was a hole inside?
Like, a little bit of... You can see through. Like, you saw, like, a little tuft of, like, brown hair in it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go on top of it.
You're going to jump on top.
That.
You would
Taking
have
action.
you would have to roll for it because it is like trying to shake you off pretty much.
And it would use my action.
Yes, it would.
Then I'm not. I'm just. Let me see if I can go up here. If I go up to here, will I be able to see this place right here, like right in the middle, where the heads are uniting?
You would be able to, yeah, I would say, like, just a little bit.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Fuck it. Twin spell firebolt.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me.
That does hit. And what is did I make it? Oh yeah, that hits. It's big, it's lumbering, you can hit it.
Okay. Whew, okay. 6
Okay.
and 2.
Alright,
So
that-
8.
That is doubled because it is weak to fire, it is primarily cardboard. So that is 16.
Okay, so. Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, yeah, this giant just singe mark just starts burning through like old cardboard and wood being like set on fire. And you see it just like start very much so withering and stopping. Like starting to do that.
Well, well, well. The biggest guys make the biggest dents. As I pass my turn.
It's not dead yet. Anyway. Lambert, your go.
I'm gonna move here.
You would take
with
two.
a bonus action disengage,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you would have taken 2 opportunity attacks right there.
Oh my god, 2 heads, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot my bow in the body.
I thought you can't attack after disengage.
It's bonus action.
Yeah, it's a
He
bonus
gets
action.
cunning action, it's rogue.
Yeah. Okay. Disengage, right? I remember this. Okay!
Where's-
1 in 20.
Yep, another 1 in 20. Crazy.
14.
Jeez. Yeah, that arrow went through again, and that is another meaty, delicious hit.
Nice.
Anywho. Will that be your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, this thing is going to turn around. Like, just do a quick little 180. And
Oh, how'd you pull that off? That's cool.
I just circled around it, like, with the grab thing, and it is going to aim its heads at Danny and Radial, and I'm going to need you to roll me a con save, because this thing is spewing glitter at you.
No! My greatest weakness, glitter.
No.
I don't understand those rolls.
Oh no!
Rolls.
So you both fail. You are just puffed in with a thing of glitter just coming right at you in this big cube right here. And you are currently have -10 to attack until you leave.
Aw.
My eyes.
It's basically just covering you forever now. Yeah, Lucky saying, "It won't come off! It won't come off!" Anyway, that'll be its turn because it is just dealing with you. Radial, your go.
Alright, well, I guess I keep moving out again.
Yeah. Yeah. You still have that for a turn until you, like, scrub it off, basically.
Do I have to take an action to remove it or something?
It would take an action to remove the glitter.
And I have the -10 penalty until then.
You never give 10 to hit until then, not for damage or anything.
Yeah, -10 to hit would give me -2 to hit, so I'm gonna use my action to.
Oh, crap. I just... Fun. Okay, there we go. I just unplugged my freaking... What was it? Headphones on accident. What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna use my action to clean myself off, then I don't want that debuff.
Okay. Yeah, you just get it out of your eyes, and it's just like, you just see yourself, you're just covered in rainbow sparkles.
Well, there goes stealth.
It's mostly red, but still, you are covered in just sparkles.
Alright. I don't have any relevant bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
Danny,
I'm a
your go.
vampire. Okay, so do you actually have to take an action to take them off?
You would have to take an action after you leave the circle, well, the square. Because if you're still in the square and do that, you would have to roll a con save again. It's just a giant
This is
cloud of
blind.
glitter. What?
This is blind us.
No, you have -10 to attacks until you clear it off.
Which is technically worse than blinded, because blinded is just disadvantage.
Yep.
If I look at its mouth, does it seem like a tunnel that goes inside?
No, it just seems like mouth. Like-
Okay.
Like, think of those, like, paper bag puppets, but with cardboard and fangs.
So
Yeah.
it can't swallow us or anything.
No.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to jump inside. Because there's a person inside, I wanted to bite it. So I can heal.
No!
Note to self, stay away from Danny.
Then I'll just move here.
Okay.
And spend an action to, like, clean myself.
Yeah. Well, the good news is you don't have to worry about being fancy for a little bit. The bad news is you can't be fancy for a little bit. Your hair is just, like, red glitter.
Well,
You're now a Twilight vampire.
I'm a sparkly bitch. Shiny.
Meanwhile, Lambert over here, what are you gonna do?
Bonus section dash. Boom.
Oop.
I'm gonna aim for the body once more.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That hits. 8. Alright. Another good-sized hole in the middle. Alright, this thing is starting to get full of holes of all sorts, and you can kind of see a little bit more, like, this person, you can at least see, like, that they're kind of, like, trying to move out, but they can't, like, push their way out right now. Anyway. Will that be your go?
yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. This... There we go. Is gonna... And it's going to turn towards you and move its head out of the glitter. And you see all 3 of its heads start, like, whirring up. And it spews just a giant stream of white paper that is extremely sharp. Roll me a dex save from this breath attack of paper.
Dex. Oh no.
15.
You pass.
Watch me fail graciously.
Death to paper cuts.
Nope.
15.
So you do take half damage, and you only take 2 damage from that. This thing just sucked. Like, that was supposed to be its giant attack, and it's like 2d8. It's like, oh no, 3. And since you succeeded, you don't have to roll the con save. My gosh, this thing. Anyway. Alrighty, your go.
Being just really annoying.
Yeah. The thing is, without her, if you kept on failing the con saves, you would take so much freaking damage from her.
Yeah, that's kind of why I targeted her first. She had that Eldritch Blast, which really hurt.
No. She had something else. I will tell you at the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So your go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure if there's any way I can give myself a
please.
sneak attack.
There's nothing in the tent. Basically, it seems like she took all the furniture and whatever and just made it into this.
Alright, I'm gonna have to just stay here and do steady aim then.
Okay.
So, give myself advantage with steady aim, and I'm gonna try to do sharpshooter.
It's a confetti cannon.
Shit. Well,
Nope, that does not hit. Wait.
that's my entire turn.
Yeah, okay. Danny, your go after you're done covered in glitter.
Okay, if I move over here, basically.
You're trying to move here.
Here.
You will
Yeah.
take 1 attack of opportunity.
Really?
Yeah, one of the heads is...
Oh yeah, because I'm going straight.
Yeah.
Shit. How does the part that I shot look? Like this part? The fire spread?
It does look like it subsided after a little bit, like you just see like smoldering embers right there, but it is like in the top part of it near the necks.
But how much did it burn?
A good chunk, like if you were to kind of like climb in, you probably could, but the legs are still like kind of moving around.
I will shoot their right leg with a firebolt.
Okay, roll to hit. That hits, roll for damage. Okay, that is doubled.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you see the right leg, like, sort of, like, start fizzing out a little bit. Hold on. I'm trying to think of words. And I'm trying not to have stomach issues, but hey. Okay. You see it just kind of buckle a little bit and, like, kind of shake before it just, like, catches itself before it nearly falls. So you did get a good amount. It is hollow crate cardboard kind of mixture. But you did get a good chunk of it. It can still walk, but it's not like anything majorly wrong. It still is like you just chucked fire through cardboard, so.
I then move myself over here.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Lambert, and then I nod my head to the right, basically, signaling to hit the leg, basically. And finish up the job.
Okay.
Basically.
Here we go. What do you do?
Bonus action aim
Mm-hmm.
and aim for the leg.
That does hit. That is a 13.
Okay.
Okay. So you are aiming for the leg. You see the arrow kind of shoot through, and you see it into the ground a little bit, and it is a little bit stuck, but the main thing is that it's literally on a little thread of cardboard right now, and it basically looks like a very, very distressed thing that would probably break very, very quickly if it were to move again. But right now, if it's standing still, it's kind of like moving its weight onto the other side. Like, kind of like a dog that has a broken leg. So, for all you know, it's probably going to be hobbled a little bit. Is something wrong?
That's my turn.
Oh,
I
okay.
always forget to say it.
Okay, it's okay. What is the range? I don't need that, I need... 10%. Okay, that's 20. Okay. So it starts to walk, but it stops for a moment and kind of moves over very slowly towards you all. And 3 is all it can do. And it's going to take a little bite at Danny.
Jesus.
You did hobble it, so that is still a crit. Let's do 3 points of damage. Danny, I'm gonna need you to roll a con save. That is going to be a bit
the
higher.
nicest crit damage you could hope for.
Yeah. Just be glad this thing is weak normally. Oh no.
I have 4 in Constitution with, like, proficiency, and I'm rolling this. I love it.
The
So
other number was a 19, but
you get raked in the arm, and you get the worst stinging sensation ever. You have a giant paper cut just right down your arm. You have -1 to attack rolls, and every time you get damaged, you take 1 extra point of damage.
oof.
Every what?
Every time you get damaged, you take 1 extra point of damage.
Oh my god.
And you have -1 to
How
attack
much damage
rolls.
do I take? 3?
You take 3. Yeah, it's just this giant paper cut down your arm.
Jesus.
Radiel, here you go.
Okay. Does Danny look like he's about to fall over, or is he fine?
Um,
'Cause I know he's been kind of beaten up a lot so far.
I don't mind if you say your exact HP. I really don't mind.
5.
5. Alright, I'm gonna... Well, do I kill the thing and save him that way, or do I try and heal him so he doesn't... I'm gonna roll a d4 just to make things interesting. On an odd number, I'll attack it. On an even number, I'll help him.
Okay.
Alright, I'll help him. I'm gonna move over here, I guess, and
That's an opportunity
wait.
attack.
Wait, no, I can't actually. I recast Hunter's Mark, so I don't have any spell slots. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. Crap.
Sorry, I was gonna heal you, but...
I'm a healer, but I'm out of spell slots.
I'm a healer, but I burned it on kill.
I mean, if you have something red on you.
Alright, you said I could take a 5-foot step?
Yeah, but if you're close to it, yeah, I was gonna say, if you were, like, going to there or there, then you would take attack of opportunity, but if you're just stepping backwards, you won't.
Okay, cool. So... I can't give myself advantage... Or, can I still do steady aim it with a 5-foot step or no?
Since I just allow it, like, if you just want to,
Okay.
I will let it happen.
Fantastic, thank you.
I just like to use some Pathfinder rules. 5-foot step is always in Pathfinder. It's like, that sounds good. Okay! Let's see that damage!
Plus Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Aw.
Just describe what you're saying, because it's dead.
Okay, I see the broken leg. I aim for that spot again, take out the leg directly behind it, and just aim right for the joint, and I cause the entire thing to collapse over in its own weight, breaks the necks, and it just falls apart
Okay.
from the impact with the ground.
Let's see what
It
happens
may
real quick.
land on Danny.
Let's do this. Let's see it. Okay! It is going to! Danny, roll me a dex save, because you're going to have, like, a couple of crates, boxes,
Jesus.
buckets, you name it, fall over. Like, they're all rolling everywhere. Okay. Yeah, with your last bit of just adrenaline in you, you do make it out of the way, as this thing just flops over, and everything just goes away. The glitter just lands in this little area, as this thing just flops.
As I follow my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Anyway, in the center was that one captain you saw earlier, just moving out and just, like, crawling out of the hole. They're duct taped together. Like, their wings, their hands, their arms, their legs. Everything is just duct taped together. Like, the only thing not duct taped is their mouth.
I'm gonna take a dagger and start cutting them free.
Okay. You all. Little girls. Okay. Where is she? Oh.
Oh yeah, actually, before I do that, can I go check on the fallen warlock? I totally forgot about her.
Yeah, no, she's dead. Like,
Okay,
you just see, like, a corpse, like, right here.
Fantastic. Is there anything of note, like, that she's carrying, or no?
She does have her interesting staff and her
I'll take the
dress.
staff. I'll take her staff.
The moment
Like
you
that
go to
back.
reach down, you hear this very gut-wrenching, like, cat yowl, and it's starting to drag her down. You're gonna have to roll to get the staff.
Alright, what do you want me to roll?
Strength check, because it is pulling down quickly.
Wait, it's pulling her down?
It's pulling
Like
her
the
down.
girl? Like the girl.
Yeah, the
So that
girl's...
cat is definitely a demon, right? Like, it's pulling her down to hell now that she's died.
Does he have advantage? Because I wanted to grab her and drink her blood.
If you want to, you can do the help action to try to grab her.
Alright.
What's the help action? How
You
do I
just
do
roll
it?
twice, and you both do your strength checks, but you take the better roll, basically.
Well, I accidentally rolled with advantage, so I
Okay.
still a 16.
So, as you're grabbing onto her, you want the staff. You are grabbing onto the top part of it because she had it, like, in her hands. And she's about halfway down, and the cat paw just yanks her down. You have this giant heart-shaped ruby now from the top part of the staff and a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
of black iron. Like, sadly, she's gone, but you have a trophy right now.
Oh, so no blood, no sucky sucky.
Anyway. So that's where she went. What is with everything? And the tent just sort of, like, starts, like, collapsing slightly on you all, like, very gently.
Oh yeah, I go back to freeing the captive now that I have my loot.
Yeah, she is
Actually-
very, very grumpy and just like, ugh, and she just like breaks free and just like uses her talents to just cut herself out the rest of the way.
Yang,
What?
what color is the tent?
It is orange and yellow. Why?
Shit.
Why?
Well,
Does
if it was
matter?
red, I would have sucked the shit out of it.
You're trying to give the tent the suck?
I feed off
what?
of the color red. That's one of my
You-
personality
You
traits.
do remember that Radial just picked up a giant freaking ruby, right?
And do you want me to suck the fucking ruby?
Do you want to suck the ruby?
Mention it.
I'm afraid I would suck the power off of it if it has any. So no.
Okay. So you do like quickly go under the tent and just come back out. The little sunset sort of ordeal is now dissipating, and it's like back to midday. Some of the vulture harpies are coming down, and it's just like, Elstet, are you okay? It's like, yes, I'm fine. All right, you three were with them, right?
Yep.
Okay, I surrender.
Well, that was quick.
I had enough shit for one day. We're going home, boys. Everyone pack it up.
I mean, if you surrender, then does that mean like prisoner of war and negotiate terms of your surrender?
They just win the prize.
Man, you guys do war weird.
We do it so we don't die.
But that's like the risk is half the fun.
Do you know how often people are born? Do you know how hard it is
Doesn't
to
matter.
raise an army?
Doesn't matter.
Well,
Wait.
that's why you send your champions to fight 1v1.
But it's more fun this way for us.
You little fucking children. Go. Go.
Each their own.
We at
Are
least
there
get to
any
incorporate it.
signs?
Are there any what?
Signs, like weird signs on the ground where she just got dragged into nothingness, basically.
Like magical after effects.
Not really. It's like just singe marks in the ground. Like, it was very fun for that, but it was like, instead of the usual red from her, it's green from the cat.
Kitty.
Do you want the murder cat as your pet?
It's like, I
I
think that
would
it's an
love
actual
to.
demon. Why are you trying
I
to
would love
antagonize it?
to. I would love you. That would love. Whoa. Whoa.
And up with the way not interested.
I just want the cat. Demon cat? Holy shit, that's a bonus.
I actually do have a picture of them because I'm using someone else's character that I'm making games with. Hold on a moment.
Hmm?
Let's look for a picture of Mittens.
Is it like literally the one from Madoka?
No, it's
Or
like seriously, I'm looking for a Mittens. There we go. Okay, I found their picture of Mittens. I can just jump to it. Okay. So this is what my friend Drac drew a while ago, and get some Mittens. There's Mittens,
oh, adorable.
little tuxedo
it.
cat.
I want it.
Oh my gosh. But
I
anyway,
want the devil cat.
everyone wants the devil cat.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah, Drac,
touched
I
the
basically
ground.
borrowed your mittens for a bit.
I basically touched the ground with my index finger, like basically like petting the ground. Kitten, why don't you come back and have a better master? Come on. Tap, tap, tap. I promise I'll do you good.
I'm gonna walk away from that weird scene and just make my way back to the other camp.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jump.
Like, all right, I'll leave him to his whatever.
Danny's
Such a
trying to get
waste.
some pussy.
Yeah, such a waste.
Yeah,
As I walk away.
Danny, you've seen Mr. Popo from TFS, right?
No.
Uh,
Wait, yes.
just think of that as a cat. And more sassy.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine just being thrown off the mountain, pretty much. Enjoy the climb back up, bitch!
Well, I can climb.
Anyway, so, back to our regularly scheduled D&D from the, cat hunting. So you do make it back to the other camp, and everyone's, like, packing up and everything, and it's just like, okay, thank you. The captain's coming over. It's like, okay, that was weird. That was unexpected. We won, but it doesn't feel like we won.
Just be thankful.
We are.
Tired of shit.
So about the food and payment?
Well, if you wanted payment, then that can be done when we
You-
get the food.
You said that you would sweeten the deal, so I assume that meant payment on top of the food.
Not in money, but we can supply products if you need.
We'll work something out.
Can I at least have one of your men?
No.
Stingy.
We had to deal with
God.
slavers a while ago. We don't want to again.
Dude, just take a nap.
I mean,
How
I've got
about
something
you
better
take a
here.
nap?
I've got something better
Like,
here.
Typically,
And
a long rest will just restore your HP.
hold on, I've got
Oh,
something.
no, I meant like having it as my. Okay, slave is a bad word.
Instead, they just hand
That's my
you
word
a
here.
bottle.
Tyrell.
They give you a clay jug, and they just hold it out for you. Drink it.
Fine, thank you, I guess.
I
drink it.
You uncork it and you drink it. So as soon as that liquid meets your lips, it is pretty much the finest quality shochu, which is rice one, that you've ever tasted.
You know what? You've been forgiven.
Yeah, you basically have like a typical wine bottle worth in that clay jug. Forgiven?
Quite a fine taste for such wonderful people. Thank you.
Alcohol is our
Please,
forte.
please.
Anyway, let's get you all settled with some of our crops. And they do...
If alcohol is your forte, then for the bonus payment, can we just maybe have a couple barrels of that then?
Oh, no. It's not barrels. We make bottles.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Tastes a lot better.
A shipment or two. We have a bunch of people that we're feeding.
We can't make it that
Specific.
much because you potentially know what we are. We need it for ourselves. We heal a lot quicker with alcohol.
All right.
And
Sounds
we
like
don't
then.
get buzzed.
Then give us the recipe.
Oh, I like your thinking, buddy.
The recipe for the alcohol is not the issue. That's easy. Just as long as you don't take our jugs.
The secret. Like, just I want more of this for when we go home back to our plane, and I don't even know if next time we go out we're gonna come back to this plane, let alone this continent. So just as payment for our services, just tell us the secret to making your finest alcohols, and I'll take that back with me, and we'll consider everything square.
I pass the jug on to Lambert. Be like, their mighty must be righteous. And I like tap his chest with the bottle. Take a swig.
I take a taste.
It is clean, clear, amazing alcohol. And it tastes very, very good and sweet too.
Mine?
You're just stealing it?
Yeah.
And
Just to see his reaction.
it's like, it's for you. That's what they were kind of intending. Oh, you okay?
I grab it. No.
Listen, buddy, listen.
See, this is why we
You know
don't
what I
hand it
say
out to
about the
people often.
righteousness? Fuck you.
This is why I'm asking for the recipe. If I go home without the recipe, they might actually kill each other.
Yeah, and that's why we don't hand it out. Once word gets out, it'll
So-
be more worthy than gold.
Well, we're going to a different plane, and I
Yeah.
won't tell anyone where we got it. Just
They lean down to you, flick your forehead, and it's like, the main ingredient is love. Now let's go.
wow.
That's fucking bullshit.
I do mean it literally to a degree.
I dropped like on my four, like legs and my knees and my arms with the fucking. God fucking damn it! I start licking the ground.
Do you right? That's a different word for you all. Okay. We spend a lot of time making it. We just use rice and the usual ingredients. What did you?
Don't ask.
No.
It's translation error. Don't ask. You don't want to know.
Yeah, it's like they're just talking to each other. If you don't have Cerulean main tongue, then you don't understand. It's like they're just shrugging and just going.
Nope.
I just start questioning my fucking existence. That was close.
It's like they take you over to the small orchard. Ironically, that was like very, very close. It was just over a small ridge. And they just start harvesting things. It's like, it's just normal alcohol. It's just the jug that's the thing that makes it good. It's like, sure your friends are okay?
Why must you put it that way? Do you realize what you just fucking said?
Look, I didn't think they were okay when we set out. Just what are the jugs made of?
Clay.
Just regular fired clay?
Clay from around here.
From around here.
Mm.
Can I examine the clay thing?
The clay jug.
Yeah.
You kind of just look at it at all locations. The cork is normal. The jug looks like just normal, like red-brown glazed clay. The inside, you even just take a whiff of it, it smells like alcohol, but nothing else out of normal. Like, there's a couple areas where they attached rope to it so they could carry it on horseback. But other than that, the clay seems normal enough at a general glance. If you want to examine it further, perception would be... Well, investigation, not perception, sorry. Investigation if you want to, like, examine the normal things. Arcana if you want to see if there's magic involved. Okay. So, you get the gist of it, and you kind of move around a little bit, like, as you were kind of, like, having your fit of what the heck is in here. You feel it around, and you kind of hold it on the string, and you see it, like, as it's, like, bobbing a little bit, like, swaying in the wind. It is swaying a little bit faster towards them. Like, towards the Lesseroni. Like, as if you were to, like, move it around, like, kind of swing it back and forth, the jug on the rope, it sways more towards them, like, even after it stops a little bit.
What's this?
Like it's attracted to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a proposal.
Hmm?
If you give me one of your men, they will be treated very nicely, and I will pay them 1 gold coin per week.
We don't do that, I'm sorry.
What if I come here every week to get one of those as I swing the thing?
They think for a moment, and they're just like, I'm not going to give you any of my clan's members, sorry.
No, not clan members. One of those bottles.
It
Like,
would
what
take
if
a
I come
while to make
visit?
them. It would take longer to make them.
Anyways, so you said they're harvesting the food now?
Yeah, they're like coming
Okay.
up and it's like they're giving you a couple bags and some lighter stuff to move with, like baskets and no wood or metal. So it's just like you just get cloth sacks made from wool and skin and linen and such. Okay, there should be peaches and some strawberries in there. And as they show off the strawberries, these things are as big as your hand. Like these are giant freaking strawberries.
Nice.
And they bring over, okay, those are, how do you say it? Onions. Those are carrots, or however, parsnips, or ones that's, oh, parsnips. And there should be some cherries as well.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Anywho, so will you head back to the battlefield where you came, where the door is?
If that's where the door is, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry about all that. Anyway.
No slaves, no pussy.
Oh my god, we were on.
I was mumbling.
I'm sorry, it's just so great. So you
we were
do,
on huge conquest.
you make your way back and through the door to the habitat. With that, the potluck is done. Everyone is making their wonderful meals, and everyone is back home. Now then, so Magical Girl Scarlet, she basically had a thing for each time someone had a paper cut. She had it where it's like within the range of the tent. She would deal a 1d6 force damage to all targets for each paper cut.
Oh my god.
So she would have just destroyed whomever had a huge bunch of con save fails.
The thing is, either be me or Ren.
Mhm.
If we were first, she would have died.
Yeah, which she did
Yes.
die.
Because I was about to use Twin Spell with, like, what's the thing?
Mind spike.
Mind Spike.
Mind Spike, which is like 3d8 lightning damage. Or
Jeez.
psychic damage. sorry.
Psionic, yeah. Lightning is from the Chaos Bolt that you did for that one. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the interruptions and everything. How did it feel?
You're fine,
that's
though.
fine.
Go on.
I'm
That-
sorry
that
some
was
things
fun.
were bad. It's just...
Oh,
No,
good.
I had fun with it, like, quite a lot.
That was a very unique encounter. I'm almost sorry that I got rid of the.
No, you're okay, you're okay, trust me.
No, it was like it would have been so much more deadly, and I almost wish I hadn't. But also, I might not have survived it, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Anyway, for some of my other encounters planned, I had a monkey with a shotgun. Like, I'm probably gonna save it for later for, like, another one-shot encounter, but if you did the spice thing, you would have had to deal with a robber baron Venera, which is with the monkey race that I made, and it would have been a little ape with a shotgun just doom-guying you.
Yeah, I would
Like,
definitely try to
Rage
stay
plus
out.
shotgun. Just imagine that.
Rather not. That's the instance where I say, all right, I try and stay 500 feet away at all times.
Was there a thing with the lonely puppet where you just left alone?
Oh, no. They were just, like, if you got too close, they would have, like, lashed onto your face, kind of, like, alien style, like, face hugger, and they would have just cast their
Oh,
spells
okay.
on you as a free action, basically.
I see.
Anyway.
The campaign, the DMing, and your party was very enjoyable. So, I see this as a big win. Good job.
Absolute win.
Thank you. I'm gonna try and host this again in October or November, or if it takes a while and I'm done
Hell
with
yeah.
done with most of my drawings, we're gonna do it in Christmas time, which sounds fun. But also, I might have too much on my plate by then, so who knows?
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, though, I'm going to exit this chat, and I'm going to just say thank you for everything again, and just go and do a raid.
Thank you.
Glad you all
Thank
had
you
fun.
for the session.
Bye, chat.
Bye bye.
Bye, chat.
Bye, Lokier. Bye, Danny. Bye, Rin.
Bye bye.
Night.
Okay. Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't expect them to just murk her immediately. For now, Shiro needs a raid. I should raid Shiro. doing Elden Ring and sounds. Oh. And with that, D&D is done for a little bit. For now, let's go.